Lions the besiani Young Apostles ewo Wenchi Sports Stadium omo any Legon Cities ebebo Basaka Holy Stars omo so any Brekum Chelsea na fe Adriana any Vision and ebebo we games ebebo koso nyame yaduma o china kwasie Eduada Nations FC ewo Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex omo any Karela United eso edi ebesiani we games are baso over the weekend ewo the Ghana Premier League and hon sem ni nyina ye de ebebremo ewo dwumadi esu nti kan ho efi sabe yakopim se nondu ebebo wo abra ya tena se the weekend edition of Today's Sports at the Ebremo. Team of producers Samuel K. Mensa, Solomon Carter, Mo and Abuabu and Seminano, a day Ebremo Nano Pay, a war, a year, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa Radio, and Afi, Oyerepa Radio on Facebook, any other Facebook, and social media platforms, Ninano, Ninano, Binya, ye, and Ano Pay. Clementino, darling boy. Edi ebe Kangen for asue na ye ne Kangen for akwakudi enkomo ye wipe na afi ye ramon one ne eye babaisa eso akowie e wa amanone ansa na abedwafo atenase na afi de nsem ewo amanone ye biebiem ne abafie ne abiebie nsem so ewo efiem ebrebe ma ye bedidi nkomo ewo eye dwumadi nso ye kan mo se na watwi so ye be kaka ye ho ensema hodo akoso ewo agudie mu nyina no ye be kaka ye ho ewo dwumadi nso nti kan ye ho na fa messages bra contribute to the show na ye nyina ye mwa na ye ntimi emfa emra na wie nti Clementino over to you.
But say Jibo said the aka no Kangen ne de as a binom say adro sensuo nanso na director nankasa e wa hanum o say nya 10 minutes na ye gya desua san say ukwa yi ase ba bia no na ye de esum na de Jibo nyama o de aba na ehu mahu ntosum makowom bibia
sure
that time mokoba
yeja ene enua
ye ni nkomo kakra
that's it and I be say the role of Kangen water in our lives, that is after so chemicals what ya toss to the na vegetables so no one say vegetables no mostly near the in soya na espresso na sans we be a galamsey in so into na chemicals ni be aqua affecting it say pesticides, weedicides na sa chemicals in na ya ye digwe mu enti na no ye pese ye soak is 2 sets of vegetables. First one yeah, the ordinary water in swankasa ebe soku na fe second one no yeah, the Kangen water and so asoku enti first group of ns ebe hwie sanso yi egu so na second one no so me so me hwie
so me no e de be experiment
different types enti we other waters one market no and afi media in so ye Kangen.
Okay nti mu amohwe TV no na ya mo hu se de be wie no bo hu awie no se de
exactly
be kwa kwesi
na we no o ye aduane a eze wo soku be 10 to 15 minutes. So 10 minutes no eyi pesticides ni e sa weedicides na ye kan ho asem so soaking of your vegetables here so pesticides here to me the cancer ebro lung diseases, arthritis, cardiovascular diseases anya ma nyina na enam one say they say the way I introduce here obi eni obeka say undi vegetables
obi a di
fruits ebi kwa ha apple fire na we no ye turn from a renowned supermarket enti baby a isi kra ne shelf no so beka say ebi o ma treat enti ebi a what on you can go straight ahead with and just chop it and ebi a say apple awedi ebi a fruit be awedi but and then ye besua ne amakakre hu say no even at that state no ohia Kangen edi is pesticides any weedicides no every niama no na by 5 6 7 minutes no ye be hu the difference of the waters ne colors no the plain water no ne color no and afi Kangen water no so ne color no na ne aye kan say pesticides no e woniama bebre de bread ni pedua na enye ne mapapa e how medical abobo kakra so born again so e de bi ebe to screen so aman onya Kangen na one obi beka say nso yi menye bi numa afi ezese me sadi ebi nso horo me vegetables
na ka mebusa we
ebia na onni sa ahoden ne sa oto e de ahoro vegetables but oto na wo numa sa effect na enya clean sa effect sa niam na e clean no numa e ko clean ene ne detox na ye ka ho asem de bia no enti they are born again na dey to screen nso ye vegetables obi asoku in the water na ohwe Kangen fidie no machine na ewo ho say wo ben wo TV dia bomodin na ben TV set na wo Facebook mo say or the Kangen na soku emo or the asoku potato or the asoku meat sa niam yi no kanji ni yi saa fi pesticides ni weedicides ni niama ye kan from atosodie no na afi etumi ama nutritional value of the fruit and the vegetable enti anope yi no ye pese ye hwe just that aspect chemicals the role I play chemicals ye can say to me the cancer ebro enemri Ghana high wo no ye nim the effect of galamsey heavy metals are amount for the year galamsey no e de hono nso na ebi ni lead ebi ni mercury ebi ni arsenic o kan AI o fa of anope me buy na me try and to go using Kangen strong water or say Kangen water washes fruit and vegetables. Now it removes pesticides and other chemicals due to its alkaline nature and ability to act as a natural emulsifier, breaking down oil-based coatings that trap this substance. Into watch musa and patch on my next slide no. Watch musa Kangen because I say Clementino ya bahaba be demonstrate oil any yen Kangen high pH no.
Okay.
You can say the normal water egu oil so mix it. Then mum unya Kangen energetic drinking water ye purely alkaline. Oto also say industrial chemicals, pesticides and herbicides. This can contaminate water sources from agricultural runoff. And then I me no. Waba pharmaceuticals, residues from medications can enter water systems through wastewater treatment plants. And the last one, when chlorine is used to disinfect water, it can react with sanya menina emma who said these are chemicals a water system no. Enti wonum sanso ye containing various chemicals no. Or say both naturally occurring and introduced through human activities like galamsey, heavy metals, industrial chemicals, pesticides, disinfection and byproducts. Sanya menina twi how the brain yare bebrebe no. Ebia obi ni industry we any byproducts and waste products and then nyina be gun so menya just the galamsey but galamsey na war rise into na yeka Clementino my Kangen water with oil. This is normal oil. NS ebehwie oil a yede achinam NS behwie egu pacho yembra studio to buma yembra studio pacho yembra studio quickly
bon ye fast my na
this is Kangen water e dig oil no so look at the effect kakre won say we and one time enti say ebia we are very weighty ufuso menka say ufuso and it say me di watem then ufuso ebia na cholesterol na high Kangen break it down fat no who the difference na clear we na none to say milk me we now to musa sa eteni ntino when you mix the Kangen with this one breaking it down completely now about to say milk you don't even see the oil anymore and that is exactly what it does to these vegetables and the fruits. After a few minutes I will take them off and you see the difference. I think we can start rinsing them. I think say a bit me and you see so we have videos of this on the internet where you can just go and look at Kangen water and probably the effect on chemicals. And you see, it's not a mystery. Very, very true. Glass room. That would be much simpler. And here, wash vegetables and then the glass room. Just within this 3-4 minutes, you see the difference among the waters. Where you soak money do 10 minutes, you see, so now you're very brownish. Clementino, over in so many you see a big change. Almost the first one in Sona that's so very plain. You don't see any change. But second one also in Sona ni adanya manaye ohwe mukrana. Odi unsa to niema did that very odi mame maso kakra na hwe ase and I don't know whether you can see what is beneath. As niema demu and the water has changed. When you dip your hand inside, the water is so oily. These are the pesticides we are talking about. These are the herbicides. Sanya we cannot do without them. Okay, no, also ope massive ope say onya massive harvest. Then obe use chemicals. Then because it's all atosudie no ho ban. And we are the receiving end. Until what we do and also that's how we make sure say we take it this extreme caution. And yes, yare bebre na cancer degenerative chronic disease. Your friend what because say kwanko wa kwa batenko because the foods we eat na idea yare any brain.
To be a friend na obehwe ni nsuo mienu no de na Kangen na de na normal water.
Ohwa we any very brownish and we any plain. Enti we utifie and we the normal tap water normal tap water na nkasa chemicals no wo mu deda. And I also the enwa vegetables na chemicals no go so. One the it doesn't bring you any massive change. But when you use herbicides, now completely And if we should pour this into another Kangen water, almost I say yam and I this year you were here and then you go Robin when I'm a prime and just say yeah be from Kangen. Me said that prime me sort it out. And this is what Kangen water gives. You share screen as well. Will be the blackberries, okra, lettuce, nyama wasoku. In about 30 seconds, 1 minute, you almost say color na sisa completely.
Okay.
When a man on it, one color or the back compare, also I very brownish compared to the other water. Or see the dirt you see in the chemicals in Yaman. Look at the other water. If you be a and we've demonstrated that here. They be a bar demonstrated my mom for say Kangen and yakasa kwakeke. It's not just the talking, but it's in the doing. Here demonstrating here the oyitre e back the aye no. This morning say wonu minsufu bia ye can for Kangen energetic drinking water, the number 1 alkaline water in the country currently to you. You see a pH ni purely alkaline. Enya acidic, enya neutral. Onu musufu bi di ande ye kan fo Kangen e de ma. Kangen e bebo apomuni. It will boost your immune system. Na fe ama onipedua na tumi ayedwuma kama. NS ma memfa number no into the number no.
Patch number no 0241 449191. 0241 449191 and I say 0507 37 9474
0241 44 91 0241 44 91 050 737 94 74. That's it.
Anyway, we be able to atro. Said those who come to go back when I'm there.
Patch 0241. Patch of 9444 9191.
Sako bako
0241. 44 9191. Okay. And 0507 37 94 74.
See the Abruakra for pen and paper. Kangen in Yamanfu. Yamanfu now. Me revelation bakubi.
Sir, I don't see na.
Oh, I see will be a brabum.
Okay.
I'm with me the account, but you be doing
mighty.
Okra wonim say sasa de no.
Sir.
Aye.
One was say yeah, the truth ne say onum so na we onim say be a wenti na me no. But ne property na here microcluster anyone so so. Enti e borra be bia na kwa identify be a problem wo. Enti wonim say be a me de treaty ana menum ama ye kasa enye aduru onim say menum because me ti pai me obehwe na akoye bibi hu adwuma
okra onya we
I'm sorry
mama
me pacho me ma etiefo ni ahwefo nyina kwa me pacho
bi mu kakra
oni no kasa den
me pacho
ono ye nurse enti ofere
okay
me pacho chemicals na edi enya pa oba hospital facilities akwaketwa kwa no nya cardiovascular issues kidney dialysis and confed that dialysis no uncle anodin pa enti yusu no ye didi mu de o si hweniye Kangen tina Kangen aba amaye no ye ebeyi efini we nyina e flash out bibi amaye enti me shoma yusu ne de o pebia obenya bi wo bema UGC e wono na e wo and number no so e wo honum distributed so person be fakoton ani nyina obenya bi mama no na ya bobo ti me shoma me nhwe ya pomodin ye na enkwa we eye baako choose health, choose vitality, choose Kangen. Me that say.
That's my mama na say hen or yen nurse no.
Me pacho currently Mary National Service so
okay.
waiting.
Okay.
Was that for the baby? Where was the Kangen?
Edamase. And I said you wait.
About boss. Hadroy and so kumkru. We mahu testimony ya du guade o de adena sika twa obi iron rose ni twa no
on say ye Ghana ha no problem ba ko woni say obi wa ha wa yare for ana bibia ye no for over 6 months
yeah
but o chere na dura onim so onom ne na ekine se ko problem enye sa na tie said the ade na si baaye no sa na ne ko so tie so tie dem kina se eti ye ka Kangen ho asem yi okonom na se woto ye ka jo se Kangen na ebe boa mo aye wi a koso nanom
consistent
enye wonom bottle ba kwa asem awie wonom bottle ba kwa asem apon me de obi won ko me ho we ade ba ko so American de ama menim se moko yi no mo gituma ya de bu o mema so ha mema pa ye fenu kuku next for mo friend say pass me kan for Kangen na mama
yeah
minimum bi a wanum bi a wa sheda frame edi ho adanse
wow
yes sheda frame wo phone so ekwa na menim se wa tobi oye list na me kasa sisi me ye show so woti me wo ho no frame
wow
si jibu am say yes mo Kangen na yensuo am say ade si hwe se de na koku si ha me no na kwan e fa so a etu free wo no me akura me hu yes bombo ntu se ni nyina no eyefi
boss na eyefi wo mu ja na
eyefi ne kofa sa anyoma ni nyina ba
e ba be senior wo kan
enya bottle ba ko asem
consistency
koso ananunum onum na no odobe hu improvement e wa de
na dibo akwa bia na niam egu no ho we testimony ni me wore wo me Facebook na niam egu no ho for over 3 decades na oye water therapy the way I work on nsuo no kwa 3 months me so obetumi e di vegetables ni fruit say onu kra de nsuo na anti fasting 1 month after drinking the water dark spots no be bia yera
adanse na na ekoso a ye die no tino je ne Kangen fo wi
aye baba
madam na say that say
me pa cho a man teach
okay
menstrual cramps, menstrual related issues that time of the month say most of testimonies now mean no also felt like
pains, excruciating pains, very hard pains.
Just
Jibo we dey meje free in some kra me ama sorry Church of Pentecost we baby na me preside wa Accra Penny Assembly Danceman area me say month no ba na wie na ma no omo ni mo schedule no be wie omo sala be to Kangen e do omo ba say this is the only problem I have
yeah na ma say Kangen for obanyi say wa no see o meka uko bi akia no
so dey me
tiro je yewie yewie
am be to na Kangen there
aba dia ma obi a to bi anko pe bi danger man so epiem da danger me hu so a shorts da o ta she o
once a while be now the abum because one
they are not very expensive danger eti sports pity ana obeya yi kakra
pity
enkomra okay baba isa boss why ready
pa
bibia de them
your team bi wa o setting back ko be celebrity obi so fight for tight eti anopay oh na say no cry your team bi on ma o mo setting bia they really celebrate pa o mo trophy no obi so
be pa na share Madrid ho
me team e madam we ho pa Atletico Madrid
ese wa
omuna ni atiku ba anya me because mo share ko mo team nji trophy
wa mo
Barcelona mo share anya me because mo share ko ba w am no dey ba me mi se ka o mo team nji Barcelona sem na say Barcelona share Madrid anya me because omo no e be a ye beje
mo beje dey
ye beje
na nya na se na mo ko ball trophy e yi o mo share mo
Jesus trophy na hu hia trophy na hu hia Madrid
wa ro nya comfortable with Barcelona
me are comfortable with Barcelona
omo
mi so mo pa onim say yene answer no kamisro che yene Barcelona return leg no
because yene ko so ye ko premiership mu a Manchester ni bi ka say Liverpool no de metwampo anti wo no wo la liga mu a e ba say ya na usro no ngara na ase de
o kan enye
Jibo me issues with Ancelotti the Infanton che but only more than I do so the mother team is serious here. Now the Barcelona team is serious here. You see every position by position. Why part of the team?
ebu wa ho no wo no share no
Ancelotti na me issues Ancelotti me no issues but we Ancelotti team now compare player to player come no
Obianka say individual players are important but football is a team sport and to get results no team no they decide say your body amaya ho and they bring it the best in the individual players. Ebia Real Madrid individual quality players but we Barcelona team now because of how oma build o team no o unified no ama certain players bi kwa nko club bi e kama so mo ordinary players
so ka on say I can say be Madrid no Madrid for no omo njintum because the can catch say be trophless afi
o na ma de ko to ade na
trophless afi nti so we want to say
Baba Isa we hajia na ma ho plan ji mo ka so ba hajia Real Madrid ne ko be di o
aja onye Madrid ni
se Baba Isa o de hajia
o support Madrid
o de hajia na Real Madrid jina ha Baba Isa munya careful
se hajia
Bafo hajia toko Real Madrid baba ye Real Madrid kotoko hajia
kotoko de moja o
why the difference Baba Isa susade na
hajia one day so ni pound me for ono special person
susade na maybe why can ono special person
Real Madrid ono kotoko Real Madrid hajia number 1 Real Madrid
bana unya nware hajia ne de na ekotoko
na ekotoko ende ko baja bibia
Real Madrid hajia
alazo etio do o de okotoko ni
boss kotoko onim say yesu ano ye she kotoko ni ko emojam utumi sa na
na wunti
na wunti me na ma be nya issue nti o kam say o de dijanse na wo ball no patch o dijanse na wo ball no especially kotoko se kotoko na me bra o ha so kotoko it we are fighting na
ba asem na woka no nukro ye wonkofo ho do mo a se kotoko luzu a even na yikra na kotoko no enti se kan kotoko no na yikra no ye wonkofo bo kotoko din kugu na se bo no mo bo no nya omo nipa su na omo de tv aso
obi bi asisa enye bi asisa
baba Isa be film yenye ya ko mu pen
o ba ise da bien do so
na ba so film
ni e so ma
na se na o se o body ni se o down by force
o se adwendwen bi anu so a
wo ba bia wakoma no o de ko
but afi adwendwen ne start say ba
uto
na ko ba bi so tem jina se
my idea
okay futo na mde ma
bete
Abaisa sorry a no we dey officer am say twen eduru so a obeti ase on that video boy aba
oh yeah my idea pa dem ke bi am pancha me
3 years aba na ya oba no so
ka bi chira fa cheme
ada bu kojo fori na o si ondo hu be ma wa wade na o san twintna na ni
na sa yo sa
papa de ni what you wu de ma me
you de lo de pato wa bechere
ni ko no ke be papa de ni su wa wade de atena wo yire hu na me kojo
oba
se wa wade no aka be 6 months o se me de me nya wade dia me de ma wi o nya me da ro ma 6 months na be du wa wade na another 6 months atwam after ni number 8 to 9 months mo hono no na me do ayi nya me chem ambo na kojo na ti hoi ansa ko na nko fi uti aye den oso twam bo bi o mo na masa nye no na hebo wa ko fi after there ye pop ball na ye ko se masa Charlie na mi handa man ntra be na mi ntra be na
Emmanuel Osei Osubuaten o say if Kotoko lose a game, I don't even listen to radio or TV for the whole week. Emmanuel Osubuati no. At the end the upper and upper.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah,
I say AC, we say those pay AC Milan. But Junior say no Baham do go Madrid ni.
Why?
Junior.
Okay.
Madrid ni.
But them mention
Madrid kwa fata.
Don't know happen no.
Ba me dem.
Ba no kwe woman say.
Me ba ba Madrid.
Ti. No kwe woman say.
No democracy.
Junior no.
Democracy ni.
Junior no. Oye Barcelona ni.
Go to me Barcelona.
Oye Barcelona ni. Uni man e Barcelona.
Dabi.
Ofa phone bia no ko YouTuber no he Messi.
No he Messi.
Wa he Messi ama. Obu Barcelona Jesse pe.
Ene
No buza se Messi go bia na. O say.
Ene
Dabi said o he me Jesse odi hunu so audition no dey identify.
The best say am na
the Liverpool atiti no.
Obi dem for so no ba no e.
Dabi say ti say ofa de dey.
Me hwe bia.
Enti invariably no be wura akwa.
E bo mo dey say do mu you say do mu sini Messi no.
Ba me meto oba Madrid ni mi transfer Madrid. Oba Madrid. Enti am pay Yamal special good morning. Na Yamu akwaba biem eye Oyerepa 100.7 FM Oyerepa TV mrasa so am pay weekend edition of today's sports and wasugusu awutie ne konko phone crosso and someone edi adencheche someone am pay e boom from pa onko phone crosso no yere honsam atu ani mi sam no doso and am pay ndemom de disefata se wohwe na wotie na yede emawo kitikiti mam polibi na ewoma akansuo yamom akamburu pa am pay yatu eboase na yatreno emra ya confirm emrumumina amawo live on Oyerepa TV, live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Now, I'm pay yes, I say at the major European leagues, no match Saudwa, etoja over the weekend front league on match day 28 and I say Nice etrafie our Alliance Rivera, Esebako Amfa, Lucian Douglas Augusto, and Matthias Ablin, as 2 goals, and Manta, Etin kudim ene matiswei ena etros no miensa Paris Saint-Germain ene Angers ebebom Nyankopon wa menum eye Brest ene Monaco ena edi airport ni Lyon ene Lille ena airport el group Promise Stadium na odonfo edumia edatna Lens ene Saint-Etienne edi abra ni Montpellier ene Le Havre ena ebom el Stade de la Mosune na fe Reims Satrafie ene Strasbourg edi abra ni oko Suya, our Ransom Park, no, I'm an Oxe, and a de Aboso, or Tnam, and a Sagamum, Abusiam, Yakasa, Biabetim Akoye, not for Olympic Dramasse, and the Toulouse at the Abani, our Orange Volodrome, our Marcel Cromo, say, and a league table, a see after match day 27, and yet Paris Saint-Germain, and an early team with 71 points, plus of 73 goals, Monaco. Atoso Myenom with 50 points plus of 20 goals. Olympic de Marseille Atoso Myansam 49 points plus of 18 goals. Nice Atoso Enai 147 points plus of 18 goals. Lille Abatoso Enum with 47 points plus of 13 goals. Yaran Samnom Ejawo top scorers and say Emma Esi Atia Usman Dembele Esia Kai Emma Paris Saint-Germain 21 goals and was Mason Greenwood Olympic de Marseille was 15 goals. Jonathan David our Lille 14 goals. Afe Bakola Paris Saint-Germain 13 goals. And a Kalumwendo our Rene and also as a 13 goals. I'm a play Yaran Samina Ejawo live on Oyerepa TV, live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Enti Yabako Bundesliga num match day 28 na Amusiam Uko Bundesliga Anra Yenya Bayern Munich Otua Augsburg our WK Arena and on 3-1 na Jamal Musiala as a first goal Hurricane and for Christian Maxima in your own goal at the Emma Bayern Munich na I was someone say Jamal Musiala akonya hamstring injury and likely set game against Inter Milan first leg onto me and mom and for Emma Bayern Munich and someone Emma and play na RP Leipzig 130 amene Hoffenheim ɛde ɛbɔ so ɛwɔ Red Bull Arena Leipzig kromo Heidenheim ɛbɛtena fie na ɔne Bayer 04 Leverkusen ɛde ɛbɔ so na Vogt Arena afei Freiburg ɛbɔ Borussia Dortmund ɛwɔ Europa Park Stadion ɛyɛ 130 Mainz 05 ɛbɛbɔ Holstein Kiel ɛwɔ Newa Arena Bochum ɛtena fie ɛwɔ Vonovia Stadion na ɔne Stuttgart ɛde ɛbɔ ani ɛyɛ 1:30 p.m. Werder Bremen ɛne Eintracht Frankfurt ɛbɔ ɛwɔ Versailles Stadion Bremen kromo na afei ɔtena 2 matches ɛtumi atotwa na St. Pauli ɛne Borussia Mönchengladbach ɛna ɛde ɛbɔ ani na afei yɛnya Union Berlin a ɔne Wolfsburg ɛde ɛbɔ so sei ɛna table no ɛteɛ after match day 27 yɛwɔ Bayern Munich already the Bundesliga ɛnura ɔtinkurum before ɛnura na ɔwɔ 65 points ɛnura ɔreneyɛ nti ɔkɔ 68 plus 54 goals ɛno akyi ɔkɔ Bayer 04 Leverkusen asoɛ a ɔmo deɛ ɔmo bɔ 27 matches with 59 points plus of 28 goals Eintracht Frankfurt tɔ so mmiɛnsa wɔn wɔ 48 points plus of 15 goals Mainz 05 ɛtɔ so ɛnan wɔn wɔ 45 points plus of 14 goals Borussia Mönchengladbach tɔ so enum ɔmo wɔ 43 points plus of 4 goals ɛna RB Leipzig ɛtɔ so nsia 42 points plus of 7 goals say ɛna top scorers no esi ɛteɛ ɛwɔ Bundesliga nom Hurricane ɛna ɛnidie ɛyɛ 22 goals ɛna wɔhyɛ ɔyɛ Bayern Munich player Patrick Schick ahyɛ 17 goals osi akan ɛna Bayer 04 Leverkusen nti wei ɛyɛ top scorers no ɛna yɛde notable ones ɛgyaw ɛnɛ anɔpɛi ntɛntɛm so from the Bundesliga yɛkɔ Serie A nom na afei yɛhwɛ matches a ɛtotwa over the weekend ɛwɔ Serie A nom nyankopɔn and then matches our Serie A no ɔtram ɛbɛtɔ so na mu ɛnura ɛna match day 31 of the Serie A ɛtumi ɛhyɛ Genoa ɛte Udine ɛbɔ no ɛka baako a ɔmantumi ante ɛwɔ Stadio Comuni Ligi Ferraris ɛwɔ Genova and then Monza ɛte fie nyankopɔn boa donko ɛwɔ U-Power Stadium ɛwɔ Monza kromo ɔmne Como ɛna ɛde ɛbɔ ni Parma ɛte fie ɛwɔ Stadio Tardini na on Inter Milan at the about 4 p.m. AC Milan 6:45 our Stadio Giuseppe Meazza our Milano on Fiorentina and at the Abosonafi Ochna Lecce at Sophie on Venezia and at the Aboso Empoli Ababom Cagliari our Stadio Carlo Castellani Computer Gross Arena no fame Torino team no ampa Hellas Verona our Stadio Olimpico Grande Torino Atlanta at 4 p.m. Otnam our Jewish Stadium Bergamo on Lazio and at the Abosom Afe Oko AS Roma Suya our Stadio Olimpico Roma Cromom on Juventus Ababom Nafe Monday Night Football in Serie A Bologna and Napoli at the Aboso Stadio Renato D'Ara our Bologna Cromo and a table is here after match day 30 na Inter Milan about 30 matches with 67 points plus of 39 goals Napoli atosum 64 points plus of 23 goals Atlanta atoso miansam 58 points plus of 34 goals Bologna atoso a 9 with 56 points plus of 16 goals Juventus atoso enum 55 points plus of 18 goals and Roma atoso 52 points plus of 15 goals. I'm a play your 10 summer among live on Oyerepa TV, live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Say and a top scorers is he at here Unisa Matteo Ritagi on Isiakai and Atlanta 22 goals and also Moy Skin Fiorentina 16 goals Adimola Lukman Atlanta 13 goals Marcos Thuram Inter Milan 13 goals Atem Dov Olympic Roma 11 goals Romelu Lukaku Milan Boli Napoli 11 goals Lautaro Martinez Inter Milan 11 goals and then some atime aka yaten some no ejaw and ano penti yebefio na fe yahwe ada matches no said esi etia and ano pay onim say yakọ La Liga nom na fe match day 30 of the Spanish Primera División Santander yahwe de esi etia enra ana ehya Friday night football enra Rayo Vallecano etifiem no Estadio de Veracruz Madrid de Como ama Espanyol ekobona eka enai wentime anti ekemobi Cabral enya go Roberto Fernandes enya go anafe Javi Puado and Perry Miller among the both 4 goals ama Espanyol enra and then Girona etifie our Estadio Municipal de Montilivi our Girona Como among Deportivo Alaves and the Albany Alejandro Munez center referee na Real Madrid abetrefie our Estadio Santiago Bernabeu Valencia and Guillermo Kudra center referee 215 and a match them etofem Real Mallorca and Celta Vigo na Roberto Di Bogus Bengotia center referee Barca abetrefie our Estadio Olympic Luis Companies na fe amene Rebetes at the Abani Jesus Manzano center referee na fe otram yena Las Palmas otram our Estadio de Gran Canaria na ami Real Sociedad at the Abosu Miguel Ortiz center referee our gamer Mekan Wasemum Sevilla and about Atletico de Madrid our Estadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan na Cesar Soto and the best center referee Real Valladolid and Hetafe at the Albany our Estadio Municipal Jose Zoroya Alejandro Quintero our center referee Villarreal Ababon Athletic Club Bilbao our Estadio de la Ceramica Mario Malero our center referee Monday night football Leganis Atrofe on Osasuna and the Apostle our Estadio Municipal de Butaki na Victor Garcia and Ejamo at center referee yaran samnom ejaw and amapay na memfam to anim say after games beto so na say and La Liga table room esi etia Barca after match day 29 ayomum and LED 66 points plus of 54 goals after Madrid atosumum 63 points plus of 33 goals Atletico de Madrid atosumum some among 57 points plus of 24 goals Athletic Club Bilbao atosu enine 53 points plus of 22 goals Villarreal atosu enum aya 47 points plus of 12 goals Real Betis tosu insia omo 47 points plus of 4 goals Rayo Vallecano atosu enso 40 points plus of 2 Celta Vigo atosu enwoche 40 points Real Mallorca atosu enkro 40 points Real Sociedad atosu edu after 29 matches 38 points minus of 4 goals and amene tosu edua yara won sam no anopay saying a petit no esi atia Robert Lewandowski our FC Barcelona 25 goals and was Kylian Mbappe Lotin of Madrid 22 goals and Nessa Etimi Aka Anti-Butamel our 15 goals Osiakai Emma Osasuna Rafinha our Barcelona 13 goals afi Oham Soset our Bilbao 13 goals and Nessa Etimi Aka yaran samnom ejaw and amapay yebefio na fe yahwa the English Premier League said ya esiatia match day 31 of the English Premier League and abusuam Everton one better film 11:30 our Goodison Park among Arsenal and at the Aboso down in England and ejamo a center referee now for Crystal Palace among Brighton at the Aboso our the Sahas Park Anthony Taylor about center referee our sagem utawani ekopiam our Ipswich Town so ya among Hampton Wanderers at the Ebony our Portsmouth Road also na Peter Banks about center referee West Ham United and Bournemouth and Album our London Stadium team Robinson a center referee James Way at 2 p.m. simultaneously and a mina about me atofem Aston Villa at a ball Nottingham Forest Villa Park Simon Hooper a center referee Nofe a Tatna Brentford at referee G-Tech Community Stadium among Chelsea and a bomb at 1 p.m. Mr. Oliver a center referee Fulham about Liverpool Kevin Cottage London Cromwell Etnam Chris Cabanat and Ejamo a center referee now for Tottenham Spurs abo Southampton our Tottenham Spurs Stadium Michelle Salisbury a center referee Manchester United and Manchester City the bomb Old Trafford Manchester Cromwell John Brooks a center referee now for Monday Night Football in the English Premier League Leicester at referee our King Paul Stadium among Newcastle United and Elbow Robert Jones a center referee our game say and English Premier League table no is he ATM after match day 30 Liverpool still LD the English Premier League table now almost 73 points plus of 43 goals Arsenal atoso 61 points plus of 30 goals Nottingham Forest atoso some 57 points plus of 15 goals Manchester City atoso 9 51 points plus of 17 goals Newcastle United atoso about 50 points plus of 10 goals Chelsea atoso ensia 49 points Chelsea abusuam amba atoso 9 mum kana so Chelsea every and waba back to the top 4 I don't some to anim and I'm play na say and a top scorers in Esiatia Mo Salah our Liverpool 27 points Erling Haaland Esia Kaima City 21 goals and after Alexander Isak Newcastle United 20 goals Chris Wood Nottingham Forest 18 goals Brian and Brentford 16 goals Cole Palmer Chelsea 14 goals and Mo Salah Asher 27 and Erling Haaland Asher 21 goals. You don't some Ejao and I'm play live on Oyerepa TV, live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. You go so you didn't confirm close on some no at him and I'm playing see you will fix us them. You go Spain now for you didn't come on our Spain and I'm play Antonio Rudiger and I didn't come on central for Ebusa Antonio Rudiger sir na no penalty Mone Atletico di Madrid boy a day and I war and I'll come up penalty and I say Hendrick Menkonkabo and I say Hendrick 1 now about game and say Hendrick Yakoda say Oma Hendrick Kobosa penalty no na I say Masa Bono Crown started anti at the pressure and Banuso officer I could day by and say media some attracting me more it is a mimpo Antonio Rudiger Mekosa penalty na no come first so I deal with the pressure than Hendrick and Okobo South penalty now Don Carlo Ancelotti winning the remaining 9 games and I was Madrid team and yes no na obianim Real Madrid say charisma no sa ahofama no and no believe in his players I'm fighting for any trophy bia the Spanish Primera División Santander the La Liga and of the Champions League Spanish Copa del Rey I'm fighting for any trophy bia na Don Carlo Ancelotti Barca fans no a person Madrid about badly and I say fans are the fans and they can express their opinions however they want Barcelona play very good game but Madrid is Madrid final beer you know Barcelona beko and game beer no Barcelona ebono you respect yeah there yen kasa ebia you ko show mu edu enai na mu respect two Nkugwa on one I feel in the hands of Barca or their 290 and then some Don Carlo Ancelotti at the Gadamete and ye looming I like is and then against Valencia and a better goal post Don Carlo Ancelotti the Tuga Sakobanisa Saloon Kra and me anya fit and goal post ma any goalkeeper be over them at the Real Madrid no capable but I am ye Stan Collymore and a Defutum Mikel Arteta on Tuesday night Champions League first leg the Emirates Stadium no say Mobia and Kasebukayo Saka ba Ntinono Arsenal phone susum for money and to Bukayo Saka. So yes, Bukayo Saka a good player a lot and the Arsenal there number for money to so say I and Bukayo Saka ba Ntinono yes Madrid 9 noon or say there be football and for us logic no and yes must Stan Collymore at the Etuja and na pay na make report to be say don't Carlo Ancelotti consider say gamer and Valencia ababon onyaya and Jude Bellingham abana rest kakra or jumaya nankupo boa Tuesday night against Arsenal 18% arrest kakra and your reporter eka yansa and na pay na Toby Alonso buy all for Leverkusen manager na reporter ekutame anopay HM open coaches immunity the race if that be obiri the besi say don't Carlo Ancelotti niwa ometime abam obey juma ama Madrid Toby Alonso and LJ na deatini onya that power na awo Leverkusen no namum oni mpenimfo edin come reportedly say your plus bakum no bia say ono open manager enti ama Madrid na obepe say ombe sense players no enti komodino behind the scenes ekoso Antonio Rudiger report HM say obeko Saudi Arabia obetra Madrid na according to reporter me pick and pay HM say Madrid the person am renew the contract emmanuel na the contract am person am renew atimon na tisa Antonio Rudiger enso okay sir obetra no for so any team no aya juma and no aya reporter if Antonio Rudiger na so ye etoja and na am pay your Spain on infi Madrid anofe yenin komo ewo FC Barcelona amasoye na Hans Flick and the atujosam onim the team onim manager and afe onim the president of the club the amope win say oya Barca coach adia fans here win inti games are akanom among practice game bia say game we there and here way I'm match after match we not trophies ni amaja na go dey and Hans Flick and insema at to Gavi a player at the Barcelona obekaya now no on Atletico de Madrid coach Ebentino and according to reporter if Hans Flick and the technical team as well about say a strategic no person or rest ka essence of fixtures na akamba biadro ya dusu bunum ya dosu ko enti say all the players ko jamwa awsa uye na uye nie ani ansima efriom etoja na anopay na Mano Pellegrini na oko Hans Flick manager ema FC Barcelona na soya obo Mano Pellegrini Robertis coach abaso osise unim bibia hwe Anthony efi Manchester United ekokoko piemom o team nom de odi ayano was some cry or a good manager or experience and Hans Flick on Mano Pellegrini on an airport and na oko La Liga giant Barca amaswaya demetini on say I'm plan life after Robert Lewandowski na say Robert Lewandowski kwa I was say unno bi oba obetimi abangi goals no at the Barca team skin na report HMSM Fiorentina front man no he say I'm monitor the situation when him say okopium Fiorentina afino nyama ekoye at the 35 appearances across all competitions more skin as a 21 goals and 3 assists Demete HMS Barca forum and monitor the situation na Barca sport se VIP seater I was Spotify company no nankupo bua enu me nkoda wiye na I was Spotify Camplon VIP seat no amatime awie na omutidi sa omwe VIP seat na ebeboam ama 11 rule yeka 11 rule sa balance books na omne FIFA financial fair play no enya issues bia ene reporter eno efi bansa amasuye etugam ene anopay makacho fiadada sa the Spanish Football Federation no apesa Soto Grando ono I retire from referee nankopobwa end of 2024-2025 season na ono and say omo twanim senka Spanish Copa del Rey final 26th day ama obejamum nanka wato ayiremo emra Madrid and Barca at the Albany Mano Peregrini a Robertis coach or say Lamine Yamal a player in Barca team no or make it the difference in team we watch Barca matches audio and our acquire abefaso a stop it Barcelona and no Mano Peregrini Nensima at the air to now young call Barca Sweden na Yensia Hans Flick and the press conference so yeah ahead of Betis opening say and osi echo game na preparation kra say and isi etie Betis timo say until combat to Nina Hans Flick at the Mohewe atuja.
I think also we could see in the Copa at home here. I think the result was not like that. The game was, and but we have to play our best version. So against them, it's like that, and we are focused on that. We recover well. We have to, and this is what we have to do. And tomorrow we'll see what happens. I think I said it also. I think once or twice that they are now. They have the right answer on the pitch, and I think also that they defend in the second half very, very good. So it's for me it's like good to see that we improve about that also with the ball. For me it's crucial here for Barca that the style how we play with, so and we have to follow that. And of course we can improve a lot because we made some mistakes. Normally we don't have to make, and this is where we have to improve and make it better. But at the end, it's more we improve a lot, and I think also at the moment the team believe in that what we are doing, believe in themselves that they have the quality to win against every team. But we tomorrow we know everyone knows that it will be a difficult match.
And I am some Hans Flick and Atuja and then I'm a player Dawson Ejawa now. Maminko England Mafe Yamin Komo our England and I'm a play on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Na Abusham Dietenian o down ko PM El Kevin De Bruyne na Suya wa Dimitisa Nukrene Onyininom na club of supporter pa Liverpool club na ne mame ne papa abusuani nyina supporter Liverpool sense Liverpool kromo and abusuanum etie na debeka se obepiemum Chelsea from Chelsea on ya to Manchester City no or you happy with Anyama Manchester City penning for at the emblem on trust game and semi to Kevin De Bruyne and Ruben Amorim and the press conference room of the Atugasa in the English Premier League one of the best midfielders in the English Premier League who to the anchor and Kevin De Bruyne and to the Pep Guardiola about Kevin De Bruyne so or see when impact our Manchester City in Premier League so City Kasa the Premier League say the Champions League the league the football so our England no all players that decade no more Kevin De Bruyne and so hold 19 major trophies and our Etihad Stadium or the 6 Premier League titles 2 FA Cups 5 League Cups 1 UEFA Champions League 1 FIFA Club World Cup 1 UEFA Super Cup Cup and 3 community shows. I know a trophies are run a day Manchester City. You told some a jow and I'm pay after 10 years. A legend, LV, now Rene Mullenstein, a former manager, Emma Manchester United, and I say Bruno Fernandes, say Real Madrid says, yeah, about 50 in very well. Real Madrid team number 10 role officer, say Bruno Fernandes, courses here, about no Bob ye, na Alejandro Garnacho, and on about Toja, say Alejandro Garnacho car, the mansion, toy, mansion or tall, or sing Sebia, or percent of free Manchester United in tea, and a some mansion auto, and a personal reasons in tea, and an auto mansion, Rupin Amarim Diatuka, say it will be crazy, Sebia, like I say, Nankupo necessary, the Premier League, a trophies outdoor, not Jamaica, and it's an enter to say the Sir Alice Ferguson, and a for Manchester United, a tire and simple, and a owner trophies at the Amatin enter car, trophies at the amount Manchester United, or say more problems at time Manchester City, or say United team the wins are more problems, how, and so at Manchester City ahead of the City Derby. Now, Rupin Amarim sir, all confident in Alejandro Garnacho and Kakra Alejandro Garnacho, the right things. Ama team or Didier Adena, Akodani and Kakra, so Kosuya sa Ababua, Manchester United, the Amope at the FA by Hoina, Amasa Abeka. Now, Oko manager. United, I would say, some on the Manchester City and Manchester United. Why in a house or Chechemo or say Manchester United? How no? So at the time, Manchester City, do you know?
No, I'm more focused on our problems. I think we have bigger problems than Manchester City. They had that run in that moment, but they improved. They can play in different ways. It's really hard to understand how and to think how they are going to face us. So they have maybe the best coach in the world. So they have top players, so it will be a difficult match, but like I said, I'm so focused on improving my team that I'm not worried about the improvements of Manchester City. Just try to understand how Manchester City is going to play to help my players to be on top of their game.
The win there, the best moment you've had as United manager so far?
I don't know. It's hard to. Sometimes I'm really happy with the small things, not with the big things. And I don't see one game, especially in this kind of club, but in the former clubs, I don't see it one win as a special moment. Special moment is to be really competitive, to win titles. That is the biggest moment. Winning games, you can win even in third division. You can win against the best team in the country. So I don't see it that way.
And no, Manchester United manager Rupin Amarim, Ninsama Oti Etuja, and na Anopay na Pep Guardiola, and Ati Etuja say Nabusia or Cat Nabusia, Manchester City Abusianum. The last 10 years, Upobia ni influence in the team, our dressing room, our super, Kevin De Bruyne, or say, year 2024-2025, yeah, on trust beam.
His assists, his goals. His vision in the final third that is so difficult to replace because he's not, everyone can make actions and 2 actions and assists, but during how many years and how many games, that makes him unique. At the end, this is a business. The players have to perform well, the manager have to perform well, and we know that any person, can discuss that his performance during this decade have been outstanding. So we won a lot of trophies, and he have been involved in every single one. I think we remember him like, he's part of this club. I've seen in his statement he has done in the club. He said to him, the doors are open for the rest of his life. So whatever we want to do here in our part, so it's part of the family of this club. So the impact of some players, percent is just even in what we have done on the pitch. So and Kevin is one of them.
I know I Pep Guardiola on Kevin De Bruyne say Okabusiano anytime be our person or Samba City any rope here. He's welcome the sunset Abusianom Okaho Josco Vadro a player Emma Manchester City on Manchester Derby and order to just say no crane it won't be easy game and a gamer about for no Josco Vadio and Manchester City players no junior Cecilia Tibia and Kunte Abako at the Ama woman na Madrid boss Don Carlo Ancelotti and Emmanuel Petit I can't say Ancelotti Nyankopon on Tuesday night your player be your team masa I was on the casa or midfielder say no mon casa it says a player bia your fellow Martin Odegaard no abepe say prove myself at the actual obia say ono onimbo ne bo enti masa so careful na o player be hwe ne ya o hwe Martin Odegaard in the game and then smart Emmanuel Petit at the Atuga and then I'm playing Mikel Arteta at the Atuga say Gabriel Magalhaes the Brazilian defender commander Arsenal Cho and on it William Saliba your digitino mau pem obeka Gabriel Magalhaes and certain wapra and on say on team kasemi excuse inti kolusu games in the plano atomotomo equally good players on besa boy no anai and your reporter and no eka yensebetoja akay benwa yes na William Saliba kra Madrid Epeno William Saliba say na diete efi Madrid mpeni mfono chance da bi William Saliba o contract o kasa o kono ho sika mbebono enye sika ketwa enti afi samayi omontamti William Saliba din hoisen nom enkobonom ekoso afi omo young and talented players brand together now fe ya jumano ete Madrid pamono I say call for William Saliba call for William Saliba nemom enye empempre ya David Moyes ebo Mikel Arteta abasom with the wire Arsenal and impressive journey at the team since obefa Arsenal say on the trophy biao nemom openino ayajuma.
Look, I'm thrilled for Mikel because he was one of our ex-players, and I think any manager's always quite pleased when they see their players going to have careers in management or coaching. I've had a lot in my time now going into the job, so I think Mikel's done unbelievably well. I think he's probably worked under arguably the best manager in the world since Sir Alex and Pep, which has given him a great chance to see other things as well. Culturally, he was always from Spain, which would always give him a slightly different feel than here, but most of his football's been played in the UK, so he's got a really good balance of seeing what's required in the UK and from the Spanish side as well.
And no, I am David Moyes at the Atuga Mikel Arteta pre-match conference ahead of Everton game no or in some P2 players or more returning Yatisa Ben White fit any other players saying and is here.
For the biggest game for us is Everton, and the best way to prepare to Real Madrid is to do what we have to beat Everton, because this is football, it's an emotional game, and you have to continuously do what you have to do, and you cannot be thinking ahead. The competition, the level, how the teams are prepared is too big to think that way. You cannot allow yourself to think that way. We will, yeah, for sure. We tried against PSV away last season, and he's played in that position, and hopefully it won't be needed, but if it is, he's a player that is capable of doing that. No, I don't think it's specific to Arsenal, and it's a very difficult one to put a finger into just one motive that has caused that injuries, because we have four, and the four of them are completely different. One is after 2 days off and a realization stopping a shot. The other one is after 3 consecutive matches in December. The other one is after playing for Brazil and having a few days off, bringing down 2 good sessions and then play the first game. So we don't really know. We are doing all the research and trying to understand how we can bring that probability down as much as possible, but it's still a bit early. We can do. The sample, I think, is very, very small, because last year we were the best team in that aspect. continue with the same methodology and altering things. It's true that this season, the way we started with a really short squad, with some already injured players, in the first 2 international weeks that really narrowed the team so much, with more load on players, but that's the context that we've been in. Yeah, because before it was, okay, 2-3 weeks, you could handle like this. When you're talking about months and surgery, that's obviously something very different.
And no answer Mikel Arteta Edia Tuga and I'm a pay now before sir Meko Liverpool so no happy birthday to Tilda Poma Asare unique beauty ladies Ona Oya Ohima Elho happy birthday from Matilda Otu Ono and I say happy birthday and watching happy birthday to Charles Otain Japan of Presby Church Asromaso inti yema happy birthday na Alexander Ishak the yatini Liverpool for a serious said it bia I was set 2025 2024 season yebewuram omutimi enyano na 2025 2025 season yi ope player ba ko a waya adwuma pa ewo Premier League as a striker okaho demete etum se Liverpool eye dombe bia se ombefano Liverpool form wombe omutimi ye wombe top players na Ederson ono ewo Atalanta oye defensive midfielder diate etemsa Liverpool asasiam and komonum ekoso with Atalanta sasamayi ona na amejuma ema Liverpool Scotland captain Andy Robertson ana afutuom akọ ede amana sebabia Liverpool ekon Alan Shearer ana etunu fuse wose opeja no modimbonum mananya na adwen se ai me Andy Robertson ya mia masa udi agra obi fa position no Virgil van Dijk onum aye captain Emma Liverpool na yekasei na contract na dia sa wetime assign written of agreement ka omunyanya na demetinye ose panicking bia ni ho esro bia ni ho na ono de otwanim ane se ombetimi awie season ye eno na ya dia e won team empempe yi na oko miti baswai na so ya oyadwuma e won London Cromo with Chelsea with Crystal Palace na unim sam say you know I can say Anton Frankfurt and Osina Kai about returning to England about against Tottenham Spurs Anton Frankfurt and more in the Europa League and I'll say what fit England and Yankupo Thursday night on Faniagro he wish about say Tottenham Spurs and Yasma or the Tugam or Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca na so confirm say Romeo Lavia and for Wesley Fofana amapra na number catch say Romeo Lavia and Wesley Fofana bra wa confirm enra and on the press conference I say Enzo Maresca head of Brentford game or in SMP and a tuja yentia Enzo Maresca on Brentford gamer tuja over the weekend.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was very tough. You see, last night they lost to Newcastle away, but it was a tough game. But I think from now on, every game they're going to be tough. It's difficult. We are probably the only team as in Tottenham. I don't know if they play Sunday or I don't know when they play. So for us, it will be more difficult. But now it's also a matter how we manage the tiredness. We need to recover energy and we need to go again on Sunday. Yeah, for sure, it's much better to win and to prepare next game. Every time you win the next game, most of the time it's better the preparation, and hopefully from this game we can build momentum, knowing that every game will be difficult until the end. Nothing. Moscow problem a few days ago and we are waiting for small checks. If I'm not wrong, I think in the first leg at home, both they were injured and we play with Tosin, Levi, Trevor. I think if Trevor was, I don't remember, but even in the first game they were not here and we did quite well, knowing that for sure they are physically strong and we're going to try to do our best. Yeah, no, Josh, I love Josh, but in his the right moment, for sure, if we need him, he is ready to play. Yeah, now the target is to try to finish where we have been all season, because I think all season, probably the first 5-6 months, because we were second, we were there, all the expectation changed a little bit. But I think overall, this season we have been top 4, top 5, we have been there. And we're going to try our best to finish there. And then, again, in terms of performance, for me every game is different. Tonight performance probably for you is better compared to previous performance, but in some performance I was also happy because I know how difficult sometimes is to break when the low block when they sit back.
Eno aye Enzo Maresca manager Emma Chelsea na Graham Potter aye manager Emma West Ham United on a Bournemouth and able over the weekend or say he say West Ham game bia omo it's a Champions League final. Graham Potter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have that responsibility. That's our job. That's what we have to do. I say it every week. Every game is important for us. It's the Premier League. We're representing a fantastic club with unbelievable supporters. So we have to approach every game as if it's Champions League final. That's how it is. It obviously isn't the Champions League final. There's not that's at stake. But we have to try and get into that mindset that it is important for us to finish off the season as strong as we can. And that's what we do. Start again on Saturday. Understand the context that we've been working in. I can understand just looking at those raw data, I understand the waiting for the lift-off, so to speak. The context that we started in was the team has had some issues defensively, the team has had some issues in terms of over a period of time conceding too many goals. I think we've fixed that and we've certainly made some steps in that regard. In terms of how the team acts and how the team behaves. I think you can see the last few games, not so many goals against. We've been competitive all the games. A lot of games previously, the game's dead after 3-0, 4-0. So we're competitive in all the games. But when you're changing things and you're changing culture and you're changing environment, it isn't so obvious that results certainly go directly up as you'd like. At the same time, we know that we have to improve the results, and that's what we'll be looking to do.
Na mamenko Nuno Espirito Santo na suye or a coach Emma Nottingham Forest or say as a group the money said they need to improve na or discuss here. Na money said a road to the Champions League afi mubanyang smooth to set the money yana. Nuno Espirito Santo manager Emma Nottingham Forest.
Yes, of course. I think the initial expectations regarding as a club was one of those. Just look at the previous seasons, even the last season, the problems that we had. As a group, we knew that we had to improve. It's not about the table. How can we really compete against every opponent in the Premier League? And we've been able to do that, of course. Being honest, the expectations go beyond ourselves.
Ano aya Nuno Espirito Santo Ninsama oti Etuja Luis Enrique aya boss Emma Paris Saint-Germain na odi atuja se Ukraine oche Aston Villa omo squad pa omo good manager nemom anon chese omo betimi ayi Paris Saint-Germain eti efi UEFA Champions League prepare ye for that game and yes man Luis Enrique eti atuja ko Italy Roberto Di Zerbi on AC Milan rumors no and I say on AC Milan nibia eni nkomo to say the man for a canon on Kumobia and course between on Roberto Di Zerbi and AC Milan na Martinez or say enough is enough to say the football career no or the about na we Inter Milan and can say ombenya a striker or betime abua the likes of Marcus Thuram no na goals no amadia tutuntra Lautaro Martinez no na the team say Canada striker Jonathan David Osiakai Emma Leno the latest player I'm say amonsa ebetime akana fe wobeka Inter team no Jonathan David yabo 2024-2025 season year Jonathan David a free agent here some ejo and no play Bayern Munich striker Hurricane and to just say Inter Milan ekuta strong squad almost squad depth game against Inter Milan in the Champions League a bit difficult and I'm trying to say qualification woman some ebetime aka Fabio Paratici ebeto just say oh say the new sporting director for AC Milan Omowianesa na anopa Mirror Studios no and a meeting come on Fabio Paratici Chelsea and the entourage no na amodi atu dwasa no pay yenchem ema yeretie for ena yenahwe for entibi se deal no nya de se aye complete omuni nkomo enye en kra oni Milan etin nkomo na mo nkomo no nya de se amatimi awie anu yenseba efri Fabio Partisi no so ye etotwa enano pay enye good news ema AC Milan midfielder metima kasa afi ope amo best player pa mfifi wa Tijani Reinders amo wa Boroma Depa na against Fiorentina Demeti Chemsa or doubt kakra for the game unimsa wa bo 29 out of 30 Serie A matches in 2024-2025 season. Wamese only one true suspension was started in all 20 of Milan Serie A matches since his suspension. Into our player Bia Debia Oja Milan midfielder Osiakai report our Italy HMS Napoli Edinkomon Bologna for our player Benedini and Lewis Ferguson. Now Lewis Ferguson aye the Scottish player Jayate HMS Napoli aye Jombe Piazza Samai Omonsam Ebetime Akane say and Tokwa and two teams echo our player back home na aye Malik Thiaw Diameti Chemsa Malik Thiaw no nano Vincent Company akosha Malik Thiaw no nani ateno ho enti o se empenforsa se eni nkomana fe omonsa enka Malik Thiaw former AS Roma sporting director Walter Sabatini ena ati etujasa Kenan Yedes that bia I was obam eba juma ema AS Roma mifi Italy na fe Mako Germany according to report near Luis Henrique a player Emma Olympic Dramasa or your winger na no credisa on bomb Mate report to be Sir Vincent Company aka at a Bayern Munich forcer Monfort Luis Henrique Ausiakai Emma Olympic Dramasa ma social manso recently on games Mrika Kodanuto on Tenteno and Mrika Katwa former Manchester United coach Ralph Ragnick Demiti Chemsa Dortmund 4 any boy in Yuna. I have two teams amoni tete papa no ho sesodati bia ekobano sa Vincent Company amfa masa I was amote Ralph Ebab na Ralph Ragnick abe adwuma emma Bayern Munich team no former Scotland international only back and to just ono de about 2 years at the ama Veta Bremen na fe watwaso ayadwuma at the ama team no oko France I mean Fantuga Amin Guri and Bela Nadal omuna two players omusa kai emma Olympic Dramasa over the weekend omuntime emma say game be the amati chamsa amanya training the last 2 days and omuntime sakai emfa emma team no oko France mamwa team ba kwa watch other teams no at the asset the bottom ay Paris Saint-Germain na Luis Enrique ay boss emma Paris Saint-Germain team no and also abe say abe complete the league season undefeated a person oko league ano obe bomat slimawe na oye undefeated now for atwa so etime ate Olympic Dramasa head coach Roberto Di Zerbi ose sabi minkum nipa reporter na me ho asem pe Olympic Dramasa me in glue the issue me say players no can control game ye ose someone and central for kafan ho no affecting abusua affecting mame nemom otwanim se obewie season ye with Olympic Dramasa and then small Roberto Di Zerbi edi etuga opo abiprem ha pyramid for and then and fly to Morocco a private jet and omo ade echo na amakopiem ewo Morocco na omo fa AS far and abebo cancel so the first leg of you know omo show 4-1 omo the private jet and echo into onsem and no you just an play na and confirm cross onsem nom yedini na etini asi on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Mediakanom eja Mr. Eugene Edu Poku striker, boss player, head of sports for Promise Broadcasting Limited. Now for on the team na that kind of atrosso and I pay boss. Good morning once again.
Babaisa, the sports player.
Boss.
Why Juma? Okay, can call 1 hour. I unya sa energy no way. It's not that easy.
Presentation.
We a chance said the way commentary.
So him sir. Yes, second 45 minutes.
Why are there?
O ko nim na energy neighbor.
Okay. Why are there? Why?
Me that's boss.
I mean show.
Me that's.
Na koso ana ye adwuma.
Me that's.
Adwuma pa. E market pa.
Of course.
So him sir.
Me nim sir pa.
Adwuma pa.
E market
pa.
Of course.
Ti you don't na ye adwuma.
I pass the free na me.
Ti you don't na ye adwuma.
Of course.
Ye dey ya waketua wasoro.
Amen.
So him sir.
Oh yes.
Si you obi die ye.
Na odi ayi.
Ana meboa.
Sa pepe.
To you obi die ya.
So die.
Na so die ayi. Okay. Danger man.
Boss.
Akwaba biem.
Mejo so boss.
E bibia boko there.
Oh, kakaka.
Danger man Saturday there onu Liverpool jersey there.
Yeah.
Liverpool jerseys no be say.
Year bia don be release bia menya bi.
Sir. Okay. Year bia season bia.
Adofo be chew.
Adofo che me bi me to bi so me to bi.
Okay. Why would me talk?
Oh yes, why not?
Oh, okay.
Now you will be surprised to know say and interestingly there are people almost season no do so. Omo ankasa cry to me I feel season open away and now home. Na makasa obi am pay home, bi am pay away. This season say man to home no and am man home no. But me isu party near me fe me person ya omo design no. Nti no na me wo but bi o krampa me dia cheche nkofo nya sade ya committee man line up the past 10 seasons just nyina
10 seasons.
Yeah, committee man line up bia de.
Wow.
Me bia
10 seasons.
Yeah, committee man line up and atiti die ni bi kra ho am obi wo ho no. Akra say me obi gugu ho. Yo na no ka me kwe. I fisi masa mental no sha pe bi na so the becho so beto go so endo na me so dem pacho Liverpool jersey dem ntontwene. Pacho am so I can throw anything away but not Liverpool jersey. Debi. And yeah, you see that. You see that.
All right, enti Danger man.
Boss.
Now what for Fred ha?
Yes.
Another weekend is here.
Yes, we are here.
Na ensema koso weekend.
Yes.
Weekend mu.
Ensema koso. From Monday to Monday.
Ensema koso. Na MCCC baby asumdue ni. House of Folk camp.
Yes.
Asumdue ni ho kra.
Me can't be actual na.
Asumdue ni ho.
This one voice no.
Sir. Okay.
Yes, I have obeji machine but asem no so si.
Ewo hasana.
We say there's a voice attached to into all the enye ready keke na.
Okay.
You do hono mo a.
Ene same brey.
Same munye ready keke na.
Na you voice.
E den ya ye de ginam na ma de be siesi.
Ti Danger yan kwai.
Enti no. Ma me fan fiase we de na kra de hyeda e no so just that. Ebi wo ha e be di mu nkomo kakra. Asomasi so abayi de na chese. Ama atumia atoye kama. Ebe na chese eno ano no. Enti no. Chaos, volatility, unsteadiness, and turbulence at Young Apostles continues as another coach resigns. Boss, them.
Another coach resign or Young Apostles.
Season no.
And your man are permanent there.
WW judgment or say send your no mercy because of honor on Timibium. Na ombobo we are team gba to kodu no acha my players say mo winning bonus ni
I say no the one fancy
na enti what I better na
kodu sa wonim ne bo
boss me yasa na no kodu a ba mi ba ya auto me ba ye nyina wi bi
wonim kodu sa bo enti e ma we sa kodu sa dia eno ase be say Joseph akogina kwa wona ton na piska
we ni
na football agina kwa ton kodu
o say I no man na koso team ni mo no o say
Zagito ora don fe oyefu ana
onye farmer
businessman na ya no akofa kodu no dey ma place
otono kwa ho
the one turn upon who we know ajibi no any players no ache nti he said the Young Apostle hey boss there be assassin we can and some yensu they are not humbi the Ghana Football Association should be interested in the clubs that forms part of the competition now organizing no because where there easy for anybody to influence these clubs in a manner to get a certain results because certain players now ball no Kwaduna you the as winning bonus why would the FA sit down and allow this ekoso adentia by now Portsmouth no administration na mo ko no na nya say bia na omo de omo pew but organizers of the league no who say from a team ni train league ni mo a about compromising the sporting integrity of the game until mo nko pe ba bi nko bobo mo na mo nko pe obi na no ye am say Middlesbrough you say o man to team na ye be di mo tu omo I think there was a story like that
yeah
yes so man because omo ni sika until omo say there are some Chinese investors bi omo di sika ba omo ni abre omo no mo kan den America for bi so ba because the champions no omo nko from organizer from saying championship no say championship na Middlesbrough bobi no omo organizer omo din design and who say F no EFL for no yes the EFL for no say omo ehuni say omo ni sika uni sika ya go ntimi ni ani bi nti ko pepa ebitina unya sika o betima ba but say e dia
ototo nyoma ye na o sika sem koso
ano aba but yet Ghana ha no sa obi apula fi league ni mu yet Ghana ha no sa Lagos cities omo office cry atutum omo they don't even have office to operate from but yet Ghana ha winning bonus ye kwadu o
banana
and eguso no born God bless you kwadu won kram friend akwadu
omeze
akwadu kwadu na eguso no kwadu na omo ye guso minim say obi abenya different names ya omo de bebo amenya kwadu na ye de ma players kwadu de nka wabobo na ebi a wabre na asa we energy call from no na ebi a ne betting bi yere ama na wodi na wanya energy na ka wodi akogina makobo nti we tennis players na omo bo tennis na omo kwadu di da omo nchen obo a na okobu ni tikakra na odi but we de team be winning bonus for Ghana ha and then the organizer of the league sit aloof watching unconcerned omo jejirije
kwadu United yanko de to aso
boss so munya ay voice ni ready Tanko Ibrahim
Tanko Ibrahim de
Anyas Ibrahim Tanko
okay coach
Asibe we have been galvanized spurred on inspired and emboldened by Nation FC. We are going to beat House of Folk and collect our points. Coach Ibrahim Tanko. Or say has ICB. Boss say unima bona abobi wonu me friend ICB.
Yeah.
Yes say
we no be afan.
Yes abobi afan bo nkwa de nya ni mo mo. Un say aponchi ntimi nkofa odwan. Kaman emfa for.
Yeah no adega.
On dia ko abobi ajiga otimi fa ni bi ko. We ya o criminal da ho ya criminal say ha situation mo mu no. Ibrahim Tanko so ono so say Nations FC for akwa etu ekwan afri lake lake bosomtwe akwa pien kran akwa fa 3 points a omo so fi medema omo so ko ho omo so ko form de ti sia de obi e kwa otimi krasa me kwaje aba onu akwaje o say Nations for coach defense Kasim Mingle confidently boldly made a statement say this time we will beat House of Folk and panom do see you no akosha house and now we here now no Ibrahim Tanko so say we are also going for our points and no kan ye shame no say we are going for the points just say omo kosha house akọ destroy house e the house e check from akọ get 3 points in the aba the house e no obi e ko any house ko ba wo akọ hoden wa kokoduro e timi di nsasi ni bo House of Folk o e akra first nka ye bo match ni wi ade wan hwe bi no no bisa say na house share saying so o mbom 3-0 o mbom 2-0 we dey mu ya de kakrente 2-1 and na dey say obi ko akra any akra House of Folk ko bobo a nipa kwantimi di nsasi ni bo ka say me so me ko hye House of Folk is in crisis. In fact, enye wanwa say coach na mu say House of Folk is a disaster. Indeed, House of Folk is a disaster. Enti eno so she said the wo so no
because Tanko so ko she no I remember my last season which I has ana nyoma na share has no
oh say has the last season bi mu show say the season kra e bi a share mo ba wo say we dey omo kwa no makra wo say first wo kwa mo yedi no mo tete din no kwa mo surprise no ba
ye kwa bo
ye we dey omo kwa mo kra wo ho kwa no mo bo pum kokoko Zach na wo nya nkwa dwuma wo okay ne ye kwa nka na bo na wo kwa dwuma mu wo re ye kwa ye 3 no mo ko
ye be she
say na no ye ka che wo ye be na so ye kwa nkan no wonim say ye dey ye kwa dey 3 points ne be ba just say don't need to say dey obi ayo obi kwa no akra say me kwa gye aba papa so kwa oh come on na wo dey akoye na
me ko show ma ba
akwa she nti no ama
ba woni ma dey ba kwa ba watara eno na me ka sa asemu yi o dey ya hwe ni din ba fo anytime bia pressure be ko no su bia no
no akwa ma di ene ti say we dey wo yire no ye
Sade no.
Oh, me share down share ne sade but anyway there because pressure we there.
Semeka here before has ne young apostles Zaki to so be kai me a. Na results ne share dan you. Oh, when chino. And o ko show me say 1-0 say.
Ko show me
2-1. Europa ba for sade ndin. It watara no mo kan ho asema munya abotre.
Senior.
Nti ba bia ni da so ni no. No akoye adwuma ho no afa points no dey.
Ene wonyere no ho because
nti bo wan say we ya masomu na watara ena ibechema hye no ena nations akwhye no ena medema so be hye na tanko aka eye takwafo no. Tanko say si wakra takwafo no kwasi ada na adwa na adwada no pombe gina kwa ho atwen no. Ana wonim sa
oh say so kwaje abada mo so be hia wo ede ayi
obehu ana watara ede asinu say king na fi asem de na asem ko
boss young apostle adina afi there I disaster wo
adai
yes go keep trainer so dia towards this year so jai
e komo ya
ko do FC
ha ko
hey asem na ye kanu ai boss mu me hwe ni ye o kakanga ti hono mo ana dako ye league no bibia tiesi mu a who can hill
yeah
Ghana you call wake up you call a friend matches
2010 and 206
I think 206
206 on
yeah
okay
Declan Hill
no 2010
2010 no
2010 and yeah and akwa mengachi agosi na bechi
2010 okay
2010
yeah me I will not be surprised that there's a Declan Hill in our game our league
oh yeah they
oh manipulating league no because no man I there if say there's no Declan Hill in this league pardia and the FA will not sit down and watch what is happening. The crisis in the league is bigger. Now you know you can I say yeah into now but we imagine the cost of young apostles honestly na kontokwa omunisika papa nankasa atu na numu tuo sesi ade mo ye den no the players no kwa mo wi ano otokodu di ama wo mo to the sense say it has to be some people from the FA some be pakoto company for chow ama kotoko apene so say omri young apostles nyen ko bono economy for say wenchi na ema wo mutimi nya sika kakra enti the cheapest ticket was I think 50 cedis na young apostles mbo wenchi wo mo maji 20 krada but the cheapest ticket was 50 cedis so be am be raise until the be make say some of the clubs should respect kotoko in house because they live by them.
Worry.
Maso to House of Folk is building up. You say the who I'm a paper or he be afraid.
Or he be afraid of
me na me catch
or come board
boss on cardboard who but where in Kofona omo they had the ears of Togo.
Sir,
yes.
Omo
ka to betie.
Okay.
Now, boss,
danger.
Don't discount the return of the supporters Messiah, Kofi Yesu.
Bodu.
Yes. The only problem I was saying is say has a Bodu say be I say omo save omo league ni dia ni omo nya no. And they should forget. Maxwell is a free agent or bag Ghana be 1 month ni why no for na ye na wie bibia edin say na no panyini bi na wo kan asem say still awo ye adwuma omo ati afia say ye moves kakra enti don't be surprised. And the supporters, some of the supporters, are craving for the coming of Maswa Kunedu. One say board for Intio, that's almost one team on pet Bordua, and the only Maswa, my master from Gidis on between.
Supporters,
some of them. Mean to make us all.
Now, supporters here been maybe a trim. Maswa Labor has a rear. Almost there be. Is that almost a bedroom? Almost he said, almost they don't the boss. He said, they don't know my almost say, almost favorite board, no, I had 9 years. Sanya ya, then who next? Who else? And looking around, no. Almost say, your mama saw him right. And I hear ya. She said, yes, I will say, Watara say, a day na why baby. Nemum, Obibi, and your China, he has to save the situation. How supporters need be with Gidio Watara Mupa? Meaning, come on, no mudi. But Utia bin Munsa Momoka, or Momana say, Watara do bet me ya and away no. Na baby has Gina say no. A bear didn't so be my coach be obey you much and the Watara, no.
As if Obi may be there now. Is that what they are saying?
Not that. Or say Utieti Oma and Rakam never could in come. Said the team has here, if you so a became.
I said, Tenana before Watara, no, a bibesa CB, a bisube failure. Said before Watara, there are those that at least one by which we say, Nanka Omo Eugene. For instance, coach now, Kobe Jones Mokopamo. In terms of gameplay, there now you who coach in Sawo, Nitimu. Now who said Nanka, he was coming with a year and with time.
Matis omo ya odom ko police station.
Oh, they call the police as no.
Cookman is all no one koi.
So
also I wemo I Felix am do body here.
Kobe Jones
mo asa.
La Kobe Jones na o ka say the body.
Sana me di no, say di escape. Ba ya di lumba. Udi
ya pa na ne
ba ya di lumba. Omo sa ro me no. Omo di ye ntiase mu na. On says me and this idea let me call.
Eti bi ma ba call, e bi mu di anye ye bi su di ye. E bi ho do ma to me say a problem between one bia on the board but on the field of play and I say e bia with the supporters no ne ade ne na nka bia na nka ye. E bi on so a na otumi say we the performance no enhye dan ko ye. E bi on so na ye attitude na ono a coach na bia na ne suni ne ban so nye. Na bia no so lead to departure. Ni say unya coach a obetima marry all these interested parties in the club no. Now no man anantia and I think say he will have to find a way to be able to work with all the interested parties because House of Folk factions in the doorso and the politics is deep. So you should be able to understand the politicking in House of Folk. Anyhow you relate to all these groups, So what me and navigate this aspect then about how you manage your players. We just how bring a resource. For instance, what is a board to say? Also, starting a one on the board, any problem. Now, only the players, no, so you're fine. Pow! No way they come say the players in the bay and the best man, Sano Man, so Kaya. Then, on the supporters, no, so good rapport, good relationship. No, I mean, there be a kokama until the fallout between only friends and board, no, started say air then from then on, now afi etc other areas, no, Sano Man. I think at this time, House of Folk here a coach, or better marry all these interested factions, Now, no more I relate because Obi a person who say, "Oh, year Juma, only year Juma, and now or wow." Oh, send your mother in the city, no. Oh, reject back pedo. I found home in Asipo. Now feel or fear say, "Eh, no meditiao." And the banner idea, no. So when the supporters in your problem, when the players in your problem, when the management now administration in your problem, board for now more forward, so one could no problem. I won't check.
Okay.
Sana, warrior, my last one ye.
Okay.
Kotoko enter into the Lions den with a high hope of returning as the league leaders, but Lions says the Porcupine won't survive. They will return with their tails in between their legs. And no, I mean, Heart of Lion food in common. Once I've been a pando dear, me crumpa. Copando alloy, a honamitie. Pando alloy, me cruma, me fear in our honey, the antimid me a pandonian. Be any. Once I many a hapo, a coba. so kai pa
o special assistant
ni ha ahia podie enti no meeting kobo ko ho kakra omo say omo gitu mi say kotoko form omo gitu mi say kotoko ba but they won't survive at Kando
kotoko survive
and ba kokra de enu me ni kasa around
but of line that's omo form na ba form
me ni kasa around by 8 p.m. there about o ka kire me say omo kotoko twa nsuo no nko de omboa who say first say kotoko so mo say heart of lions am no mo ko fa ayo omo ntwa we no no mo ko fa kire ho no mo sa pandai no ma fa ho no ma ba pie ho no mo sa nti omo fa ni say na ba inse say omo fi ni say na akono nti o say omo twa nsuo no nko ade ane kotoko hu say omo do mo twa be kan but say woni kotoko nkofo na omo bay team no di nkomo a omo fo say to cement their stay on the league log no say omo timi enya good result from Pando nti it's going to be an interesting match na boss woni mi say kotoko ni Heart of Lions no 3 p.m.
okay
Has ni media man no so 3 p.m. me hu ewiase mu oman a top fixtures no ye bo the same
ni nyina so big matches o
me hu bi me Europa ko Italy na ko hwese ende se omo two top fixtures wo ha na se Sunday
ba sa cross person ko betin so for light no
me hu bi da
anambo Pando no mo ni bi asa cross person mo bi
is a Ghana happen in league no top fixtures ni ye bo ni nyina simultaneously me hu bi da say England Manchester United and Man City our big match against any of the top teams now Liverpool should another top team match na EPL for say kick off in 3 baako be ko 1 baako be ko 3 na baako be ko 4 baako be ko 4:30 ni ade omo nye saa even fixtures won say nkofo ni di akire kra na nkofo won interested room say bia top 4 and even relegation kra no omo arrange in such a way say ene ye bo we na we to aso bia intervals be 30 minutes 15 minutes be ni ade ba e krom ha de ni nyina the same time
Benjamin yeda say ye be sa ba biem na ya hwe league matches ne nsem a ekọ Mohamed Al-Hassan eno ane nsem na odi tudwa no adwen kire bebre na
aba ho
aha ebi chi omo adwene ebi ne ya adwene ebi so ne nya adwene ye beba na ya ba behwe Mohamed Al-Hassan Mohamed Al-Hassan kwa no ye NCC the PR na so no ye dey
no a national organizer
yeah
the longest serving national organizer
but they say the on e call media ma no
o call media ma e dwon media ma da
na support two team dey say kotoko ne has na oja hokko be foforo dia na say onye yi
o say omo no at that time no mo fa media ma as a splinter club from House of Folk because of omo no mo ye involved in the
club. So onya administrator there fine no dey entiase o ba supporter there.
Okay adwuma. So I'm quite supporter o
omo na administrative work bi sa no fi.
Okay.
Because oye adwuma so hwe na musia.
And I will say just around that time no na omo fall out of House of Folk na a Togo led board no na emu odin pa na mu ye. On say Mohamed Al-Hassan, the likes of Mohamed Al-Hassan, the likes of Masha Sabre no, they are guys who has never accepted Togo's takeover of the club. Into any day, any time, Nancy board AGM. Say he had a scaffold and had to be driven out of the auditorium. So what I say, I was there. Some mama koye. I was there. Nami on to mini papa no. Has any enyimba. Meaning the dad ba community. On meaning the friend who roommate. John the baby will be who be and he's a good person. Naturally he's a good person. By banning House of Folk and in the NDC ogro ho no be nya problem.
Zach yen kwa no ne yen games e ba so. Manchester Derby nyame ya admo china. Yes. So this season we dey dey mu nheda nya hye. Mu mienu nyina no more disappointed. Manchester
history.
Say you know history no Babo teams na Babo for ne say no. Premier League no me.
Ni shia de a. Because
why still na no.
Who say baako say we class.
Only why still because as we see today, City are out of the top 4. They occupying the last spot, which is 5th. I bet guarantee Champions League. But the danger is that teams are doing much, you know. Newcastle, one outstanding game. If they win, automatically they overtake Man City. Newcastle this weekend a relatively easier game against Leicester.
Okay.
Manchester City Manchester Derby. Which the results can go any way. eti Pep Guardiola bibi o gyina yi o say one discussion that akɔ so yɛ the highest position I would be third. Then
the lowest position.
So the lowest position third. And okay, no Premier League no by the first
season, yeah.
And obey as I no. Now he is at risk of not just going fourth or fifth, but say unqualified
Champions League.
Champions League, so it brings another excitement, and I say the another competitive level of the game. No, even though and the future way no, but when Ananka City pass Aqua League. Now, Sana over the years and I say Command United moment pass on Aqua League. But this year no, yes, Obi and Shanko Uncle League. But maybe Omijano United a day or day. Observe and City maybe also they are fighting to be in the Champions League spot. So a man another dimension of excitement as you prepare for that big game. The Adama Ochina Old Trafford.
My name is Onubed. Quick one way. Enra and Kevin De Bruyne and also say season way banner. It looks like the journey in the Premier League abanary because when sure so be some another Premier League club. The why with Manchester City. And here now Modi De Bruyne but when it comes to the great players to play in the English Premier League, young concentrating on midfielders. Some of the great midfielders from the Premier League. Paul Scholes, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane. Yaya Toure. Obi to say Scott Parker Subabemo, very good player but underrated. West Ham and the Tottenham Hotspur. And here now Kevin De Bruyne abeto.
Kevin,
can we say so the greatest midfielder to play in the Premier League?
Depending on baby Aube Friaba, you can make argument for him that argument no. Ene nyama obeka no. Ebaman like unu obiano entwindi echini, even though someone would disagree ABA with another option. I also feel say based on ABCD intino, Onosono is the greatest midfielder to play in the Premier League. Before I answer this question, born mame fly no fast na menfanka SMB. After one so ne decision say over Man City no. This is Kevin De Bruyne in the Premier League for Buboko from Manchester City. So offer Kevin De Bruyne, Jibo. So far 280 games.
280
games in the Premier League. Assist 118. Goal scored 70. Player of the season was 2 times. Premier League titles was 6. And a Playmaker Award was 3. Now, why? Who make argument for Kevin De Bruyne as the greatest midfielder? Some like I say, a lot of BRB will have what to say in argument for him or not for him. For example, so offer an assist in the Premier League era. He has given more assists than any other midfielder. Because 118 assists, and only second in the Premier League to only Ryan Giggs.
That's an all-time assist.
All-time assist.
Okay.
And Ryan Giggs is not a midfielder until he is in change. But the only limited assist in the Premier League all-time now. He's only all-time. He's only second to Ryan Giggs. But if you limit to only the other midfielders that all compare, he's a midfielder with the most assists in the Premier League, 118. Now, the other question that you ask is he the midfielder with the most trophies? No, because players like Scholes and Co have won more Premier League trophies than Kevin De Bruyne. Is there a midfielder with most goals? No. Once again, some midfielders here, Lampard, Money Scholes, Money Gerrard, Money players, have scored more than Kevin De Bruyne has scored in the Premier League. But look,
if you pick Kevin De Bruyne, Jibu, since making the debut in the Premier League, he has the most he has created the most chances in the Premier League. 827 chances Kevin De Bruyne has created, and the most in the Premier League era, and I say in the Premier League history, since making the debut. Most big chances 193 and the most assists from the time ever seen there, and over to the Premier League era as midfielders who compare midfielders now he has done a lot within the last 10 years here about Manchester City and trophies awaji and be okaboma boy Kevin De Bruyne there are some players you wajibu send the years you share ball and your goals relation keke but kwaya omo ball no fair, and the reason why out to now is that debate Gerrard, Lampard and Scholes ukwa most ya no ba say na Scholes elidi omo because nyama na Scholes any kind of ball no na Gerrard ni Lampard and fan call ball no so omo do a more direct and mechanic midfielders but na Scholes no only say in ball no ball yenji ball no yen die ho ye no we
but na Gerrard there
na and say Scholes the enemy.
Yeah, sure.
No, Scholes na Xavi. For Xavi to say oh, player no ocean pa. I know to say to someone he looked up to learn from. Xavi and Bob for the Xavi was Scholes. So for Xavi to energize Scholes to that level, to tell how good Scholes was. We say anything that time na coaches no error say me say mistake of playing the two of them no. Scores no scores no like higher on the pitch because no scores no ball on the back jibet nya twa bet ba down bet ma san nyima na eti we are some food bi ho a almost so ball near and some food is bi no aye abanti I feel Kevin De Bruyne out of nothing Kevin De Bruyne creates something that a bro adwene ene ntiase so 0.7 eti a big mess, and I listened to Coach Pep Guardiola, the emotional.
It's my top three. Yeah.
Midfielders.
Yeah, in the Premier League. History.
In the Premier League. I think Scholes stands tall.
What about Poku?
Yeah, Poku is there.
Yeah.
He's above any other midfielder in the Premier League era. Then I would pick Lampard ahead of Gerrard because of at least achievements. Achievement in I'll pick Lampard ahead of Steven Gerrard. Then between Kevin De Bruyne and Yaya Toure, but longevity and achievement and Kevin De Bruyne winning the champion, helping them to win.
Did Gerrard them out top 3?
No, top 3. They Gerrard them. Scholes, then Lampard and Kevin De Bruyne as my top 3.
Kevin De Bruyne, what number saying?
Oh, he's the greatest playmaker
in Premier League
history. I think that would be the perfect qualification. Yes, stand the argument in the court, the midfield rule. There, it takes a bit tricky on, but he's the greatest playmaker. And no, dear, I'll be surprised if we beat me on a playmaker. The act of creating, the act of assistant chances, changing the game, taking the game to places a man for a dream coso, and not dear. I think it's a broso. And down sana Kevin De Bruyne's story. We can't talk about it and take Pep Guardiola out. Because what people forget is that De Bruyne was a winger. Jibokaya, he was a winger. Oba City first, not about wings. No,
football, not about wings.
Yes, wings. But Oba City first, he started as a winger or Manuel Pellegrini. Oh, then you Pep in the signing.
Yeah.
Pellegrini in the signing. In the first season, he operated as a winger. Manchester City. Then Pep buy and on the 4-3-3 system or yeah or no Silva, Fernandinho, on the midfield 3. And that started the story. And he operated through the central zones. Pep Guardiola and I said, man. And Obejina Hono, Jibu Obi anyhow. The decision making, Obi anyhow. The vision, sporting spaces, and utilizing the spaces to the advantage of his team, Obi anyhow. The Bruyne problem now is injuries. On say injuries need to take something away from him in terms of how consistent or anti. Now they say De Bruyne bet about 30 Premier League matches within a season. Ultimately about 20, 25, 23. And that is the reasons behind the numbers nimpo no from. And you say why some of the Manchester City players, especially Raheem Sterling, chances be no more Bobo Bosena, and no cross stealing away some quality assist from Kevin De Bruyne. But the act of playmaking from David Silva, Cesc Fabregas, Juan Mata, Frank Lampard just behind. On say error and kakra. But that time Lampard when you know about 10, 18, they had that playmaking role. None of them. And a baby a year Abrante Feno, a Kevin De Bruyne when it comes to the story. And it's going to be a big miss for Manchester City. But we saw it coming. You will say De Bruyne at some point in time was going to leave Manchester City. And Thibaut said, wow boy, Germany near open us Florian Wirtz.
Yeah.
On the City for no keeping it down from Bayer for Leverkusen.
120 million euros.
They are ready to break the bank. Because clearly Fulford need to be replaced. Kevin De Bruyne. The ability to escape players in tight spaces and yet Fulford in asset. How unselfish are you? Do box man. All he thinks about is why what the right position. I mean for born man and yet Fulford in strength no. So clearly the replacement for De Bruyne is not going to be Fulford. He's going to help, but they are looking at a different player. Bernardo Silva soon to me yes Eugene. Bernardo Silva is very good, but on the De Bruyne level, how our dancing around players. You watch his video and you'll be amazed. He reads the game faster. Yes, you talk about Mesut Ozil, but steady Ozil and you had 2 excellent seasons at Arsenal and he disappeared. But De Bruyne at the end, Serena Zakito Eka about longevity, no, only stay for a longer time. Into City success story, especially the UEFA Champions League on the year. Yes, you talk about Yaya Toure kakra, but Yaya Toure playmaking no be Manchester City time and now Obenya Nigel De Jong, Gareth Barry, Mujira Nechia no ball as the number 10 no. Yaya Toure the no na star ne finesse ni musa. Yaya Toure the was power. Yes, he could give passes into Kaya. Yaya Toure now 20 goals, 20 assists in one season for Manchester City.
Yeah.
And Yaya Toure the enemy I can say no so a thing because Yaya the enemy by the first time. Yaya the leading City to the first FA Cup. He leading Manchester City to the first Premier League. Make a first Premier League. I'm talking about their first trophies in 49 years. City called 49 years no jail.
And it was their first Premier League title.
And I'm Premier League no so no over years no more jail. Yaya Toure ne buy. Emma move from Arsenal United for no idea beyond this City. Every year beyond my banner for. No more counting the number of years as City are called trophyless. The time at City, a chair number 0-0. Edinburgh United for ne say after the aba 0. Into Munjaya Diana counting for almost 49 years. No, out to the that go against Stoke City. Premier League the following season against a brand number Manchester United. A pro of the goal difference a beat Manchester United. But I say you had a Peja 2-3 seasons. The introduction of Pep, before the introduction of Pep, the last season of Manuel Pellegrini, I started dropping. Nti ya had the bet I say 5 years. But 5 years no, and then you know na playmaking ne wo sa. Time as City decided so about 2 number 9 in Tevez and Aguero. Or Tevez and Ebia Edenzeku. And Balotelli and Aguero or Tevez and Balotelli no. Time Manuel Pellegrini go for sa system no. You have to drop by deep kakra. It's a teeny playmaking so as compared to time and City but just one striker. Now you have to register. So you cannot take your Arturo away from the conversation. But De Bruyne at the end of the day, the act of servicing. Some imagine some back park so ebe service players me ba park so ebe create teacher look at some of the ball ni bi obebo otimi ball pass ni bi wo ha na player na o pass ya man frame na camera na capture no nim enti ball ne be go distance so that is where you see the player and you not just see the player Obama player or enough space. So look at this boy Obo say how a chipo ball no the technique behind his decisions super until maybe they make me can say extend the Premier League and on a trophies ebebem because what steady gigs for more assists because he spent his entire career in the Premier League
and about more years
exactly into assist to Benjamin I think say Giggs played almost 19 seasons if I'm not wrong in the Premier League and Obama the trophies now I think Giggs almost 11 Premier League trophies. That's you have around 11. Into what you know be man common but playmaking there. Me sure say England Premier League era. You bet me your player bia. You be born din obeben Kevin De Bruyne. I'm looking at how City will replace him. How City is going to replace him. And Jibo Stadia he's the last player aka when Pep Guardiola take over Manchester City. He's the last one aka.
But me sure say City here their greatest ever footballer.
That would be a big debate.
Why never challenge you know?
On say City story no.
Why never challenge you know?
Aguero is in the conversation.
About competing Jimaya.
Diama De Bruyne DNA.
Like Aguero beba.
De Bruyne DNA more of the Champions League neck.
Aguero yes, we're winning Premier League. But Aguero so need to do 6 crampo. Yeah, Aguero in do 6.
They be in do 6. No, in terms of
Champions League abe count.
Champions League abe count.
You know, once Aguero have goals, De Bruyne will have assists plus trophies. And only you need to say Upubi almost City for ni aje pa Aguero almost City for ni aje say.
You almost City for ni aje Aguero.
Than De Bruyne.
Yeah. You see, you never forget your first time. And that's the story. You never forget your first time. So steady City Champions League number GR. The one who was the face was Haaland. Champions League City GN. It was Haaland. 0.7. De Bruyne more, Rodri more, Ruben Diaz more, even Bernardo Silva. He's in the conversation, pa. Because Bernardo Silva, Pep Guardiola trophies were in a wombi. Do what I'm going to say? But Champions League, no. The Obe unlucky City. Emma moving from a club quarter, semi to winning the Champions League was Haaland. That season was for Haaland. How was storming? That was his first season in the Premier League.
Okay.
First season, Champions League, FA Cup, and the league. And he was the top scorer. It is our season here, Haaland. But City all-timer. It's going to be a key conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, to the minute,
Zach. Yeah, games name, Kaka.
Yes. Italy kakra Now Italy tough one I interesting on. Say CCI Inter Milan 67 points, Napoli 64, Atalanta 58, Bologna 56.
Also Thomas Muller so cool.
Juventus, yes, Juventus 55 and Roma 52. If you stand it, Milan 47 points. And Tendamo bought against Fiorentina over 51 points. Milan, I am 9 points away from the 4th team place, that is Bologna, in the Italian Serie A. And if they want to at least have some hope of say next year about top 4 now, that's about Champions League, I'll say or more comeback and starting there against Fiorentina. The problem with Milan, and I said this season, we need one game against team no omo time I want to bono no omo edo omo in the Italian Serie A. That was Inter Milan, but team bia Milan abuachi omo afiwe bia no omo do omo bia no Milan enti bia show omo in that game osha omo lose 7 and omo draw 4 eti at this stage where I am heading. By the other side, Fiorentina are not also a side that say against such opponent, especially on the road, almost abo home day. In the reverse fixture, Fiorentina winning by 2-1. In the the last time Fiorentina Asia Milan home and away in 2001. Since 2001, Fiorentina entering Milan home and away. So that is what Fiorentina are looking say on match me aye and ne. I was San Siro no ma set a record since 2001 say on Milan home and away. Milan in their last 16 home games honor asamneba against Fiorentina. Because Milan in their last 16 home games at San Siro almost one pay. They have a very strong home record. It is all the air compares I will now share Milan or more recent games or boy in the Serie A now. At least it gives them hopes at home there. Our San Siro they against Fiorentina. They must be able to win that game and at least close that gap and send them hoping say be able to see because one thing clear. Santis are playing against themselves, for example, and the Atlanta this weekend, Atlanta any Lazio game. The Roma any Juve any game. So they are trying to say sad things for and points will be dropped because so Obisha and team that double points. So draw Obama only double points. Based on their fixtures, you know, and their points will be dropped this weekend in the Italian Serie A. And so we AC Milan now. So take advantage of that. Now who the Osha then you hope say other ones, you know, will go in favor of you. Then now they are catching up. And see, based on how Fiorentina away record has been and how Milan form, especially at home, you know, I know. You go from Milan to win by 2-1. It was a game against Bubuku for Fiorentina.
Milan 2 Fiorentina 1.
Yeah, Milan 2 Fiorentina 1. Oh, Inter Besha Parma. Maybe I Inter this weekend.
O start here, you say Sami Dimri Kedua. Them say Eugene no pekura chan Eugene bia. Hey, Sami.
Sami no.
Is na niji Eugene no.
Pa. If we have say open deal man. Na ono omo company no so omfa one of the
okay
ambassadors and influencers ni bi na omo tuadeka. Na cause for the obo no eti zero Inter permanent stop Inter. I'm looking at the teams now. Omo top 4 now. Omo Premier League je bi mpeta League abo no. Inter have relatively the easiest fixture. And so because Osha say a weekend here Napoli a difficult game to play.
Bologna.
Yes, Napoli able Bologna. It's a offer fixtures now. Amongst teams, you know, Inter know the easiest fixture to play because or Parma and maybe a Parma day and how their season has been. And say that yes, even though they are not in the relegation zone, but they are not far from the relegation zone. That is how their season is like. And Inter on the road from last season, I mean, even this season, for Inter ran Arsenal away in the Italian Serie A, almost about 3-0. You know, if you look at how Inter season 9. I don't think Parma or what it takes to stop Bubuku from Inter Milan. It's young for Inter to win by 2-0. Into Parma 0, Inter Milan 2. And so the Italian Serie A. Atalanta Lazio, Omuko away, especially against big teams, you know. They are not that convincing. At home, they are a very strong team. But on the road, I'm who Lazio. And see, Osha and maybe a Bologna. Bologna want to maintain their status, and so our Champions League same as offensive from Atalanta, but Atalanta at home, Bergamo very very strong as compared to Lazio this season away, especially against top sides. Lazio have not performed very well this is against top sides on the road. Until no for Atalanta to beat Lazio by 2-1 or 3-1. Bergamontier 2-1 or 3-1 win for Atalanta against Lazio and Michel Juve and coach of
Diego Mota.
There be new one Igo Tudo. I'm last match on boy Genoa. I'm winning 1-0.
Yeah.
O change system to a back three against Genoa. Now and yet a flamboyant Juventus team. I said I feel no Bentino any change of system because the system where they can get new to Juventus as a football club. But here with this come of players they can be new to them. But Juventus three back and almost as a senior three back and when they had the BBC a 3-back and dominating Serie A no, and all the things that they did. It's a 3-back that can you to Juventus as a football club, but to the Bayern, the first game, yes, they associate almost started Kakra because Genoa gave them a very good match, but eventually they won by a long goal against a high-flying Roma, who are now chasing the Champions League spot. The amount Roma story in the ANJ when Ranieri joined them, baby, I know more that. To today, now top 4 contenders, Champions League sport contenders. Emma, the Roma story, a interesting one. Yes, new coach at the new energy ever team, but I think say a win or draw for Roma against Juventus or Roma will not lose that game until at worst for them to draw.
Premier League.
Premier League. Arsenal against Everton and the LA kickoff.
Yeah.
Arsenal and you know where they'll be looking at now.
Because
Sakaba. But
announced so Oba
Yana Bashir go. But Martinelli is out. Who replaces him? Kiwo. Arsenal for now. Who's the problem with player replacement? And it's
now Trossard way.
Oh, he's available to play. He's fit to play. The problem with replacement and say the other Messi the only one I know. Suppose now any you lose confidence. And one thing that as a for now I can say with Kiwo, they think say a bed in say make me compete very well.
Everybody defender.
No, a defender, but as a Obayano, lack of playing time and then the consistency level in Tiama on Shadam and Yadison could be as
how can Gabriel Magalhaes?
Gabriel Magalhaes also only prefer. So it's and the baby asked that you know. One, man, asked that Gabriel Magalhaes fast. They asked that. Say when he's not available, it's any Arsenal with and without Gabriel Magalhaes. With him 160 matches, without him 22. Conceded goals considered per game. Say on team Noah 1.0, on Noah 1.2. Win ratio or more, yes, as because you are 64%.
More games.
More games anywhere 41%. Points per game 2.1 and Onimwa 1.5. So one thing is for instance of conceding now. So Onua, they concede more than when he's available. So now he's not available. Kiwo is going to be the replacement. It's a big mess. But me put myself today Arsenal Omonmehe. Tuesday or Trefia about Real Madrid. Now and against Everton now. Only the point difference no 12. Realistically, Arsenal Libya was any demo. No go tell you closet so. Now didn't come on say league 12 points with 8 matches. You bet me I could tell Liverpool because I ain't me. Or I could tell closet to not sell 1 corner. No, didn't come out because with 8 matches to go. Especially with the features now match that Liverpool play no. To overcome that 12 points the bed ain't possible. But because it makes me seem ain't taken out completely because something that can happen.
Scoreline.
A game that I think based on the Champions League on Tuesday, Everton double chance. So I don't see Everton losing that game. Watch more since Moesba, and that was their first defeat in their last 10 Premier League games. No. Liverpool Sherman was the first defeat in their last 10 Premier League games. So they've competed very well, even against the big teams. Since the first Moesba,
the Everton to win.
We not draw. I don't see them losing.
Manchester City near Amorim say on there.
Amorim
or say Manchester United problem no so change City. On they say the baby and the concentration way to improve Manchester United. To the more care can akwanya ho no ho.
O say from the one
ehye.
From the one he has
from you know ehye baba ko ya de chen ba ko.
From the one he has insisted say the main focus is to improve the team, especially and see how the team will do well. Next season. United have a big game this Thursday against Lyon in the Europa League that will define United season whether Omit me BB and also Omit me BB. City are looking for Champions League sport. You know, I'm as Eric Pep 2 or our Sporting and Robert about Manchester United. He's looking to do it 3 times. And they are only club any Thomas Tuchel and the coaches are how much Pep 1, 2, 3 almost share the twasso only crop and to here and I say record no I'm an Asian to bet me I say record nibi I never quite amor ayajibu so even if you are a football fan you will love and they say what they say competitiveness in the big picture Man United with other teams you know Ababak watch him against Arsenal in the 3 games we lose bako we you free FA Cup and about draw bako but not the result but game we were there United were competing unlike previously that a very one-sided game Wakote City Arsenal it hard in a game that City didn't dominate Manchester United Oko Alfred against Liverpool and I mean ko Magua like Oshomu 3-2 ewo Alfred Magua ko Oshomu 3-2 ewo Alfred if Rokoye and Magua ko ball say it's in the big games Onimbo Amorim has competed very well at Old Trafford Dibo Kaisa City in their last 11 away games almost lose 6
Amorim be chechina
in their last 11 away games Pep Guardiola will lose 6
Amorim be chechina
no he's Pep Guardiola will not survive at Old Trafford
Pep will not survive
no not survive at Old Trafford Amorim will tame him
say Obed
ya bompire
Jibo say the biara abo
because Monday this week here a big week for United very big they've had a terrible season but Jibo they have a chance to say end on a good note imagine how and you're at the end of the season if Manchester United are Europa League just imagine every conversation be die out Ruben Amorim as a manager ebenya the trust and confidence from the fan base if he ends the season by winning the Europa League. So because the Europa League in enduro, yes. But trust and confidence obenya. I'm gonna take critical decisions. Decisions are hard. You need support and trust from the fan base to accept and swallow it. No, Europa League in the Bemeni nyasa atumi no. Selassie United. When Eric Ten Hag defeated Manchester City to end the season, no matter the NSC in the Premier League and the buy in the time, Emma signed the top players. And it started this season.
But my name is a question. Okay. So United win Europa no, which a bit more qualification into the Champions League. Said they all can. Any Arsenal were this second. Liverpool were the Premier League. Say now, assess 3 teams this season. No?
Well, on the face of it, Arsenal be the last team.
Now who is second?
I think the Premier League slots first season. Ruben Amorim's half season winning Europa League. It will be tight. I hope you know they're very tight.
United first.
A very tight. A quite slaughter fast for the Premier League in his first season. I have a different opinion on Omwa. Obviously, when Tinya in other competitions, I have a different opinion, which will be a lengthy conversation. But the Surhomi and United Europa League, Liverpool Premier League, it will be tight. A very tight. Yes, a bad thing. A bad thing. But Arsenal second automatically on Babe Dechri. When it comes to when we are rating these positions. On say our positions in head the Ayama. Because Liverpool and your club are consistently with the Premier League, you know. Into coach be first season. And as like I'm saying, it's a story for another day. How people underestimate Liverpool winning the Premier League. You know, I do baby name one. And your achievement get one and Liverpool Sakan. And even quite a more fast wajia. A mama na fo. Teams are not my Premier League neja fo. Manchester City. And even with that, Pep Guardiola's first season on the 100 points in Premier League no man here for sale. Most of the time they were steady. Obi man close gap. First season on the 100 points here no. And United and Mourinho nya 81 points. And a Chen 19 points. And a Liverpool nya 75 points. And a Chen Liverpool 25 points. From that time, all the other Premier League trophies are Pep Guardiola agent. Obi man close gap. Into when Liverpool yes I didn't be what na waje. Now storylines in the Premier League is not so entertaining as compared to first ye be we Premier League now why na eje even last season City and the for sa every Arsenal sem last 2 seasons one the for sa even times when Liverpool Premier e be a 1 point e be a 2 points we saw the number come so many 81 points now that has been the story and no been a Liverpool repeat so it's a solid achievement but the Europa League for United will be a massive one Jibo. First of all me ma dia tum say United standard not drop it into omo kobo modi Europa by ade because on the home level but say Europa League it's not a continental trophy keke. It's another way of coming back to the Champions League even when you are not in the top 4 into on the boba ba kwa kunuma mienu one co trophyless Champions League na the proper position at United nya e mo musika sem kosoro no wase nya dia mo so that will be a Champions League qualification and a continental trophy obesanya super cup asabo which is another trophy another opportunity for them. But what the mechanics into the mechanics say a very massive but this week you know so confidence no bet me the Europa League ne started e wo game of City born then I'm a sure Andrew Sintimenu Jibo difference ba ko pa ba boy ni bo mu yegidie this one so Jibo ti me gina so first no boy ne kra ba no din hu siesie last season you know utimi na boy on biam no pass ne the issue of confidence. And your man cost to players every United, you know, other teams are Jibo or more at the end one. They want to prove a point. And it looks like they are welcome in those clubs. I'm a side coaches now clubs now my feeling say you can do it. So there's that self-belief. Was our players. Look at Anthony. Oh Robertis, how man no Peregrine in the age man. He feels at home. And you can Peregrine clearly a plenty picture of Anthony say, listen, you are my boy. So the confidence of Anthony is back. They saw Jeboa. First, no Jeboa Krobechia. Now again, say me chine kemwa. Ni a different me say my den uncle for a car. But you say Oja or chi a kurana and fan who because for Frobesamba Manache. Look at Rashford. Shantoni Alanga. Shadia Nuno Espirito Santo Dia Senu or Nottingham Forest. That is the story. United will need that confidence, and that confidence will start from the City game. If Omo say City, forget about the BC. Omo to watch Olympic Leo. But if City show Omo, next the traditional way City first to say United, it will dampen their spirit. Conversation back. There will be negative conversations around the team, leading to that decisive game against Olympic Lyon. United were materials now. I agree with Zakito to some extent. Ruben Amorim are my signals when it comes to big matches. In big matches, he's tactically flexible. Forget about his identity. What show that clear stubbornness? Say, this is my identity. This is how I want my team to play. The roles of the players, the positions of the players, even the style of players I need was specific positions. You know, while stubborn, and drew matches are even in that same identity. You know, or you're a bit flexible. He sits back. Look at the weakness of his opponent and try to capitalize on that. Adia ba akwe clear. Teams are considering United above them. And there is this pre-match pressure. Our team be also United Koba. You are the favorite, you need to beat them. And to beat them, you take the game to them. Amafonya could do the game ne Tata United. And now the Tata now. And when I want say I stay back, catch you on the break and punish you.
Okay.
And also the three back no. Without the ball, wing backs in the count a 5. And about 1 forward. Also a 3-4-2-1. Into 1 forward. Into 2 wing backs no. Ebe cut 3-1 a 5. So 2 now central zone no. Any 2 creative midfielders no person who jina 1 striker na chi no. Almost drop be count 1 na 4. So 2 line of defense. 4 in the middle, 5 at the back. Then they catch you on the break. Jibo, I'll go for a United win in this game.
Manchester United win.
Yes.
Against City.
Without Haaland. Meshomo against Liverpool. I'm like a focal point. Mamouche enye a typical number 9. Only penalty box presence. He drops deep to engage you in the game. So I should Jeremy Doku. If Doku bo Grealish bo and now Savino ba adia samrantie ye ne yese omo nya wingers no nim goal ni sheribi oh Ronaldo time ana on take over krano let me so be say Gareth Bale for example he operates from the wings but on here and number 9 na ne so abanfa so on here obi o focal point on what meji biom shoot to say take on players say even when the number 9 is not effective but Savino mo de no Dokumo de no Grealish mo de no they need presence to connect with. All right, it's the absence of Haaland. Okay, Ebeha City, I'm going for a United win or draw in this game. Yambasi two other games. Arsenal, my uncle and no the EP on the say there. Arsenal, no. Yeah, share La Liga. No, okay, Real Madrid, Valencia are not having a good season. Yeah, Madrid need to keep the chase. Oh, said the amount common idea say Arsenal lose to Everton, Krajibo. They can focus on the Madrid game. Okay, but Madrid him say. Omuntimi drop bibia emba from a Spanish La Liga. The same story with Barcelona against Real Betis. Some matches now go for goals. I was a match. I want to believe in the character of those two teams, Barcelona and Madrid. I want to believe in their character. And with that character, if there's going to be a win, those two teams will definitely win. Barcelona win. Some people concede, 70% that Barca will concede, Madrid will concede, but eventually both teams will win this match. Until Betis beat me, I should go. Yes, I'm going. And Valencia was waiting. They'll definitely get a go. Maybe when you say all those two teams should go, Madrid and Barca will definitely win. Yes, Sana be my prediction for the week. But game to watch this weekend with Europe. Game crow. Bologna Napoli. That's going to be a tough game. Napoli, it looks like Monday, yes. Monday, I'm coming here 7. Napoli, Di Laurentiis and Antonio Conte says it. The soul of the team. And I'm turn them up PSG. And I was over. Maybe scan at least. I send command US season. Baby, I'm not Napoli. They are not in any competition in Europe. Germany, Europe, okay. Diego Armando Maradona. Last time I show Siemens video be. And I see on call Napoli so ko nedia. One koso ko replace Diego Armando Maradona because clearly nobody can replace Maradona. But Kvaratskhelia had an opportunity to win 2 Italian Serie trophies for Napoli. Me no when they can't back ama he is worshipped. Okay. Jibo, you do the business end of the Liga. You need key players to decide matches. Oko PSG on the way. You see PSG are picking 2025. On the attackers are 7. Yeah. But you fit January transfer addition on back count because that PSG anymore deserve due. Bakola, Dembele, Sergio Concaro Ramos, Portugal, Omo lack experience. Omo nyina no utumi say amateur football number. But Kvaratskhelia became a matured player at Napoli in the Italian league. Into no coin. Also, no neighbor, you see some level of maturity when you check deserve Gio Bakola. And even Dembele. Dembele is trying to take over the leadership role. But on do but no free Napoli mono. Look at how Lukaku goes scoring and dropping. Okay. Obeka David Neres money ade. Obeka even United former boy McTominay. But he was the heartbeat of the team. And in Napoli there, I feel their pain. Content Koya achieve something magical. But trust me, Omuluzu Kvaratskhelia, man saying any proper replacement. Omen no bia, what the trophy pay? All baby shame abu mama me check Inter team no. Inter ewo coach oyade just like Napoli coach no. But Inter were matured players. Lautaro Martinez, he's a matured figure in the Italian Serie A. You what me come and say? Check your midfield. Man, they every game no. Difficult game for Napoli. Now, Ibo, I can't tell no group in Paketwa. Italian league no. Oh, experience. Mkhitaryan, Nico Barella. Okay, these are matured guys. They do their thing. They can create something out of nothing to share. The last 10 matches no. Now let's send a Napoli airdrop it. Now let's send Everton once a Monday. Victorious Collins, Liverpool for no. Onzo moment ya samasi.
Or say Obed, a team like Manchester United winning the Europa will be considered to be at the same level with Liverpool winning the Premier League.
Me say United, I might drop you. Me to me no, I might drop you about our level. Into United United na make count.
Considering how United suffered after Sir Alex Ferguson exit, Liverpool has done massively well to win the league after the exit of Jurgen Klopp.
And once they can the point blank say,
board above, management above. The only good thing I have is a coach. NCC above. If you are pro photo, let all hands to vote. Now we be can be and all at the helm of a professor. How the way I have covered the journal to go for the oh yeah, he handles everything. I can tell you, even 12 minutes after the question to go for not one actually stadium. He was the one to go for the appointed to go ahead there. That is to go for the year. And so come out because oh big chief. I ain't respect you. But oh you got to be any say how to go. Look at go. Check a guy go. A come but so many things imagine a car to go near a crack. And the government is afraid so that don't have a transport. We are liar. But look at that book. You knew the that's like that. Just a call. Hey, I can't see the woman who is doing that for the book today. So what is the 4 years down the lane, the current age is on time is over. So what is for the past years, I didn't call the first time I almost got this issue last year, and I has won every cup. Whatever position money that is here, make my catch of the and yet some supporters just for a phone me, 1 or 2 people I don't want to watch the animal. And the engineer so sorry for
Mohamed Al Hassan, no. Bafowa. Say we have a call. My name says I keep to question me. League you say about how many matches?
25.
25. Is it the Echo is 25, 26. 26, 25 games so far. When are your best player? 25 na yabono. Oh Ghana Premier
League. So far best player. Honestly. My medical so I want to because this year say the normal of strikers midfielders and this year so far league we pa there a subsidy we yin ho pa there and Samba Onel of Asante Kotoko. Samba has been something else. This is in our league now. Samba and Kotoko first. Yes, over here goods now. Striker Albert Eshe Ansana. Kwame Poku didn't ever count and say you know. But Jibu goes now. Kwame Poku ne Albert Ashama Kotoko no. Albert.
Now all you do Samba.
I think Samba will be my best.
Who will be in mind and
it is an area me share them pay
attention to. But if there is one signer Kotokwaya, the technical team headed by Coach Ugum, IMC headed by Nana Pinkra, almost a basobodea Samba.
Of course.
I wish say Anke Omefo de be and I will attack a beer the quality level no it is a Samba. Omo players no mo train Nipaba Stadium no. But also one thing is football and celebrity defenders. Football and celebrity defenders and celebrity defenders tackles omo clearance. Ojina park no no bobo na omo se ne level no.
Owo bibia. Owo bibia level. Na me.
Ana me mo picture we so aba Raza. No kre.
Mo se Congo train na. Mo se edu obi na fe Congo asfo Congo
for baba.
Omo se obae. Na am say I those times kasem you know ko
Over Samba na we know.
17 men.
Player of the season.
Yeah.
25 matches.
Yeah.
In team men. Ahead of Samba.
Yes. He's the most used Kotoko player. He's the most important Kotoko player.
Ahead of Samba.
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Jibo.
But Samba mixing game this season, my own you.
Mixing game.
Man,
I'm missing Brekum. Just Samba pry. Now Samba, no disrespect, but he had a dip. Ewo. So 4 matches now Kotoko lose to us on.
And so no yadi.
Andrew Sintimenu, I am flawless this season.
Sintimenu na obo say as supported fu yen.
Match bay. Sintimenu obo ase.
Anya bodo kwani so atema okopim player bia.
Sintimenu.
At a form of form.
Derby. Sintimenu has been flawless this season.
He has improved.
Flawless. Enya improve. Mr. Flawless.
Obo choose win team ahead of Samba.
Me say, Jibo. Intimenu is the best Kotoko player this season. I can debate anybody.
The guy's the best Kotoko player.
And that makes
Ghana
him
League.
Yes. This season, he's the most important player for Kotoko. He's Jibo, wabo 6, wabo 8, wabo 10. And an on boy. Samba a flashy or a flamboyant. Okay. And because say enko ni munu wa pem ni adeno. This season, Kotoko best player. And that's no. The best player in the league this season, Andrew Sintimenu.
Ahead of Samba.
Ahead of everybody.
Baby, I will be also bet me actually wadne Muguso I will share on TV a weekend edition of Today's Sports on Oyerepa TV. Radio 100.7 Oyerepa FM. On Facebook Oyerepa Live and also Oyerepa Radio. Ho nyina no ubetimi a share a program. Benjamin Yantisim.
I become Mohammed
last team. Yakito say Samba. Mesusumi for Samba.
I will grant them but
I know why I'm in person. But I'm telling you. In team and Boko to Koboa. Who send a defense in a break.
But Bon published league matches
over the
weekend are according to the Ghana Football Association. You be your TV so now. It doesn't
make sense.
And wow yourself. So if you look at it, House of Folk versus Mediama, and these are the TV stations that almost won't be Yamagana for New.
Okay, so House Mediama live on TV, Alpha Metro Net2 original. Protocol.
Kick off
3 p.m. 3 p.m. Sunday or Chinikwesiye. Heart of Lions any Asante Kotoko. Sunday or China. Alpha Net2 and original TV. Tenusia 3 p.m.
Bacho, dear number no him. One more Hamisra Madaroma. Mean to me Musa a tear phone because I cannot Menyas and Bemina no had debate with Bissau.
Dear baby,
I am over here number one so.
Na TV.
And then you over here no quack, but I mean I was a hero. Because there also be has dinner a mediano.
And
then also 3 people corner. Somebody is not thinking outside the box. What can I say? But somebody is not thinking outside the box. And I say, a type of dear night, you're giant. Say, Ebiana a type of near giant, Ebiana, Menisuna damage or near giant. No, dear, Yakasa Pomchone, any young. But at least him say, matches in Naya or China. We also know that kick off free at 3 p.m. This is the way our league is being managed. Then league no. Etimia swaba man konfo nya so mfaso.
Aya kono.
Ama na aya kono. Me say I had ye e ba say bi ase ye ka ma no ne agro no a ye wonkofo ama we dare mu amu nimu pa. Mu ma me a weekend so uko Italy at 3 p.m. Inter Milan was playing Levansibia Juve. Then AC Milan was playing another top team here where
Juve, Inter Milan, Napoli, Roma.
Now kick off the same time.
Just a mostly just a bia is a Boxing Day. And see a coin stay. Italy for no Roma for tea or her into Eastern idea. fixtures na time ni nyina ayepe and abonyam say is it 25 or 26 mbako ba aside no dey
because omo ye se de be ya nkofo bebo matches na wie na nkofo be ko omo asore ni sa ayina ndi ade but rare mimi hu anya common anya normal it doesn't happen because you see match na wu yi no Neil Armstrong motabe on strategy and BB visa wo efi hobeboa akunya mi team say we em no better na o ka kire say almost spreading among many TV stations for the purposes of so be catch attention in terms of viewership no what me apakaji dia kwakoton because say no mo kan you how do you how are the TV stations going to show the same match, 2 matches at the same time on the same TV station omo mo hwe the pass program ayeyi
ebi on be chem ye no TV no
screen no
screen no be chem ye no aha efa house ne mediama efa kotokone
ana we we kakra no makwa we kakra
everything possible
o we wait 15 minutes
on be chem screen nim
na o de we ato ha no ma ato ha
well now we enjoy ni me no
any my so
just how the when beje
ma we draw me voice mini bia me ka biom any de maka bia no mo fa nche me
wa na kan
ma jai me sra bebre say mo no mo ye TV for mo nim TV mo anu a de bia mo nim mo adwuma no say mo fi say sa ye ne sa na say ye yi a o mo ma pacho this is see anyo ade na ekoso na anyo somebody should be interested in the product and the brand no anyhow you package it and sell to the world o and you say bia Sunday adu teams na to kwan fi bebe mu fi akodu ba bi akobobo ya boy wie why ebony ya charge o nyanu ani say you say you are doing football wa anya hwe weekend in there ya hu so nsamtefo nya hwe nkantia yen na na ye te ho ni ya twan say blasters ka beba na yakoje anyanu ni football ya no there are nitty-gritties I say we make sure say you have put finesse on all of this sani ebe ya abetu be say ahihye kama fe me okokan say omeka say the foreign example back on Premier League no say if there's a top match I crash at the same time e be okon back Saturday back Sunday say as if it is supposed to be even 3 crown and I say 4:30 na and back go Saturday back go Sunday etu wo ho no mo a no mo the fixture update aba so match way because of television here moving to this time don't they do it everywhere because when you say nkofo person on behwe na nkofo di eche so on behwe no wo betima prepare package ni yie na okoton dia mawiase anase nipa na wonya sika dia abo teams no but ha de nkofo no ye interested nyina ne say Saturday adu and Sunday adu matches na eba so okay week ni mu ano na announce fixtures no kotoko ni house na it said the omaye ni the referee abeka ho na ye bomb pa ye say ma bibia nsi no monko bombo so ma referee bi nkodi foolish na bibia nko kama ye wie ya de ye hu so bibia nsi but senya ye timi fa product no na ye hihye ma ne ya akono na obi na ma no opa echi akwan no na ye de agya so de pesika de makro no de eno de enka wo modadwene ho because yes I said the can say how on earth and they say we a supporter we will be a follower of the game we a Kotoko supporter we a house supporter e be want to kwa year baby but person we have Kotoko match ni bi Kotoko ni Heart of Lions 3 p.m. ukro na so no we person we house so de no hu say na so kwa time how are you going to watch this
now among chama stations name say kbia ayifui afafui eyi has any mediama na ko original so yi Kotoko
so then
any Heart of Lions
Kotoko format what you see some Kotoko dey wa there be obi
looking at the coverage no mo de maye no seriously before mete even though make so beti ache screen me no I don't know how on be see games be no me at the same time and I hope any idea about how on be see no
ebi on be back original TV no you back Metro TV that would be the only logical conclusion. It's more original TV.
But based on the omodi amaye die, on bezo mo say has ne media.
On
Facebook there you can be live on one page, not 2 programs you're live.
Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to believe on TV no. Ombema ba akwa original. Mama ba akwa ba Metro.
Bon photo so when they say the advertising in the city.
Oh, on say Facebook near the bonnet.
No, but maybe I'm to see it almost a you. anya TV dey no mo kan.
Yeah.
O man for Facebook an kan ho.
O say you me in Facebook now.
Oh no, I'm not challenging that at all. Send there, maybe tell you know, me interest. People who want to sit.
I want to also study. There's Net 2, there's original, there is Metro, there's Alpha, making it 4 TV stations. So I want to believe it says I have 4 TV stations, you know.
2 way, not 2
way. That's what I want to believe.
And they say you don't advertise it this way.
Okay, Mamma, in also the continue now where I think. Because Obi and Timmy Fan and Sense was saying but based on the Omodiama idea, a chess games in Nano, Airbock to has given a nearby in the TV stations in Anabe show. Minox say I think one will be on Metro TV and one on like original TV. And that's how they do it. In terms of my bidder. Yeah. But I'm saying about Montina about we be on me mistake. Tian money the ABC. Maybe I'm saying somebody and I'm for you interested kakra. Maybe slide before near slide. Or say good morning boss. Mobile is bringing another angle. I actually think the best player of this year's league will be keenly contested between Samba and Intim Menu. Both players have been outstanding this season. When you go to the stadium, everybody talks about these two players, especially the improvement of Intim Menu this season. And no, no. Austin, your love, or say, Striker, kindly tell Obed that that is his opinion. Yes, also the new opinion. Oh, yeah. Samba all the way. That's my opinion. Auntie Obed opinion, also do opinion number. Into opinion to opinion. Na the quote your name. Chiches, or say there is no way in team is ahead of Samba O'Neil. It's never true. Okay. Michael Ajimandua, are you sure? Or say Obed. Intim Menu is the worst player in Kotoko lineup. I don't think so. He adds nothing to the team. Without Blay, the Kotoko team is empty. I will go for Samba 2. Michael Ajimandua there, out there, Abanono. Adriana Ba St. Mark. Intim Menu has been in the league for over a decade. Samba just came and took the league by storm. I will go for Samba O'Neil in Dogani. Okay, no, Adriana Badia, our day, Banono. Emmanuel Cranton Jr. Can we even compare Intim Menu to Blay? I remember Blay made him stable. No, de Abano. Kofi Ajima, black man, our hair from Pig Farm. Kofi, yeah, that's a Kofi Obia on fat your program, no, in the agro. Okay. Michael Ajmendia. Was it Ogum is the only coach who will start in Team Menu in his team? What does in Team Menu ask to this Kotoko team? Did I hear Obed saying in team is flawless? Did Obed watch him against in team?
He has been.
Whatever, but I'm over the year no. Did Obed watch him against in Swaterman? Did he watch in team at Obuase? Okay. Mami we so akwa we so high power mumpe bebe na mum block na maye agabus ba for or say GPO best player in Ghana in any day is Samba O'Neil, exceptional player in the Ghana league. In team has done well, but Samba is super. Or also there and no David Odo say please watching you live inside hotel room B. Assemble cray Kotoko all the way. David will do here. I say, on one show and as a little show. Now, question to see the player of the season. Ayo Kofi Tompo. I see the executioner. Okay. Mamen ko Obed Neza ko na ba for ya ba be league games minimum so comment e wo ho. Say Obed
I found the na say
Obed bi abeso ofa bia.
League you know. Jibo weekend be interesting. At the end of this week ni betimi anya a clear picture kakra. Now one day we talk about how our men utilize the second round. And I'm say Zakito now can Nations any signings on me a second round. Jibo has how pie a second. What study Dreams FC players on for second round? In the last 5 matches, they are the best team, followed by Santo Koroko. And then Akotkoye was second round. Or for keeper back. Because that time now Fatah said in the Fred Kasari Pra. Nti at the point na ogum krase asare to meet the bench but no him so onye 100% fit. E brought the bench. So the first player Kotoko signed was a goalkeeper to solve that issue. And later asare enya full recovery. Nana Poli incident ni see league ni co break when you full recovery will be take you over the post. I'm fix the goalkeeping department. Right back. Nanka Kotoko and Febi. By Emmanuel Cote pride na instantly. Oma rely on so Yama Ubin the Lord and Kwabit me about no. They went in for Ajete, who scored the goal against Chelsea. And room say Ajete by another Lord be pride. So imagine saying come out now who no man Febia. Kotoko right back one. Come on then. Now Kotoko started the season with 2 center backs and one center back at the bench in Henry Ansu. May 3. They quickly went in for Michael Sefa. The boy can catch us a Kotoko signing 3 defenders and now 3 defenders the other and 3 defenders the other. Sefa be can hono ablo prayer na. Sefa na be take you by and he's playing. The importance of second round transfer. Akwesi Asante the end the Adani Asembi or left back. But for look at the attack of Kotoko. Albert Pra and when they take over, it was Kwame Poku. On the Kuremama Albertaba. Eduku Unuso, Minta Unuso, but Kwame Poku was stabilizing Yoma. And position back when in Ekasa Kotoko Pebi was the number 10, the creative midfield. Dibonza Kotoko Febi, oh, how creativity, I have problem Kotoko in the last 5 matches. Last 5 matches, Kotoko had 5 goals. The quality of chances of creating my players in the box, you know, which means I drop it. Second round. So when you break person with you crew, you entranch kofa set or sengwa. The problem of how to folk was clear. Kwabena Boateng is not a proper center forward. She goes. Olegon City, he scored 2 goals the whole season. 2 years the agent didn't say, Oba be transform on your Hamza, any in the form now, no woman giddy no. About 3 matches, be betting about 1 goal. Mauli Wayo. Every bench to be account. But it was obvious, say, as someone Boateng now want to mean fire. Oh, no, house forward has needed a proper center forward. Why?
Aziz BBB.
Aziz Bay.
Boy from
any money.
It's not like one for
Debbie. Second round. Yan to winch sem. Yan Fabi say be shekwe matamako ebu. You go in for the one that improve team instantly. Dreams kofa Osman, kofa Yaman Kwabefi, kofa Suyad. Dreams level where we players on be improve more.
Of course, yes.
And look at Zito. Oh say yeah before the transfer window, no that's you. Not Dreams FC come on that's it. Now Dreams FC, if this weekend they can beat Gold Stars, already I'm all back top 4 conversation in the movie. How they utilize their January transfer. It has a seminar sanity. Okay. January Omanya transfer papa and the Diomeduha. Against Midiama, I want to see Tanko in action. The confidence around the House of Folk team is down. There no clear Kasama. Young apostles no mutimishom, which was normal. It was expected. Our cry, oh boy, young apostles, I need to find ways of beating them. Excellent job to Ouattara. After that, matches are Emma has a tita for energy kosoro. Dreams amfa. Bechem amfa. Draw against Gold Stars. Excellent results. Then for nations ni come chita for Ninja. What to purpose. So if you've really paid a critical attention to Ouattara, big matches on more consistent performance. Balunim, me know ya dream. Before has a question Midiama 2-0.
Now
na say ana net here. Yeah. Minim kwan or no fast on the boys ne kasa. Minim so no defeat. And any form of motivation there. You nipa bi sa. Omo obu a onya heartbreak. No they are motivating no. Ebi asa na Ouattara de ne be. But had to folk will need to bring their A game if they want to beat Midiama. Na match as a Haas and Shah, they are out of the league title conversation. They are still not out because our Kotokobo on the fee and our 3 points of Jeffrey so Atrema free. And also that.
That is so hard, you know.
no da ho
no sa week na no omo tifia omo ji points free no na Kotoko switch against Ediana
Doma
Baba
Yara
Kotoko no bra against Ediana anya team to Ediana na no petre points no no tifia ji free wall against Swatrema mo kan sa week no nko no so call you in Swatrema akọ breo but so defi
they
are still in the conversation depending on how they can take Midiama out. Also, they were supposed to take Nations out. Me. Now Nations were 36 points, now House were 37. Think House Nations are about 40, which is 5 points behind Asante Kotoko. With that is what remain 3 points, and Kotoko stripped to Accra. And on my Nations, best I say Nations about 39. Midiama was 37. To say now some Midiama shower. Then it means that one of Midiama and mum asa konanim whilst we pin our and now shower we pin our here, which is the end of the story. This week, like I'm saying, is going to decide the league. Dreams for no woman, no omni Gold Stars. Say the form they can some who teams are or make me have Gold Stars dreams can but minji dreams indeed. Dibo, okay, first round here if you here, on the buy. Dreams now almost the season no winning match. I don't know winning one match and no kobo Gold Stars what baby any. You buy na odds for dreams, you know. You book kaya. Men no form change Gold Stars. One about resist as wa.
Yeah.
And I'll catch a question so hey, my mom fast had the number.
Yeah.
Now dreams was in a poor form or ko baby none odds our form. And that was a match. He started first 10 minutes. No, and a dreams did red card, but they survived and ended the game 0-0.
Yeah.
Into my mean just second round in because now dreams is safe.
A free relegation.
We only surviving is no longer an issue for dreams.
What match never say?
Gold Stars question anymore.
Gold Stars
all factors considered.
Okay. Quick one. Summer test Accra Lions.
Oh, summer test whom I'll go for summer test.
Young Apostles Legon Cities.
Omunyina enye.
Baseke Holy Stars. Brekum Chelsea.
Ghazali form about for more. He need this win.
For 2 minutes, Kotoko.
He need this win.
Out of Lions. I mean, Kozakito.
Kotkone Lions. Enim hona, semanim fin hona. And said no coach akwesi happy about training.
For Sudan aba.
Yeah, we're free Sudan aba.
Okay.
Na no ba no oni ogumu ye meeting. Omuwe no mo frɛ baba ya any manual entry. And for bare 15 minutes.
Entry adai.
Omne boys ne kasai. This year hwehwem dibo. Aba from.
As when you're motivated.
As a click and click it.
Say player na so you're motivated.
On the
to click it. Ojina park ne so as obi a when the body language as bibi ha no.
As obi omi uti as uti a enko no. Car engine emre no uti akura enko. He needs something to lift his spirit.
The talent is there. Okrabo who's a player
but something is, the ambience around him enye isa. Do anyone say Ogumbe Kipu 11 now the boy against
Chelsea
no. Me share nyoma na enye mwa. Sa sare na dem atete Messi do samba ne sefa. Ablaba. And now we training. Oka team na ekono. But Moon says still be Sifane a samba with the intim play entry or medal 3. Now Auchi still start. Once a sake pra.
Okay.
Sake print and now one year training. Thursday one year training. Thursday meetings so coach scan. And then ra about betna training.
Auchi is training where they kama. Ubejina match ma.
Until one bebo. Auchi a Peter Kwame Poku. Sana mimi huno.
One eshe.
Kotoko. Jibo, I want to trust Ogumo on this one.
Win for Kotoko.
Win or draw. Once Bashir for Ashen 2 times on in a share now.
Okay.
Or send 1-0 Pando no Sabe send 1-0 or Boase.
Okay.
But I want to trust them because they have the league on the line. Jibo, anything less than a draw for Kotoko. Go Stars Baba Samo.
Professor Kito.
Jibo.
Yanko kakra na yesibitia for course kakra.
Yeah, I think so. With the league games there, per dreams form the anchor, you expect what's the name?
Ghost also have a very big one, difficult game to play away. But I want to be at the same maybe Obed Eugene with in terms of how that game not here. Fairly saying, Ghost Stars need dreams now for some you know. Every stage in an edge, so you can make a proper analysis of that game. What you say now? Who say now for some to me analysis? And edge because we never break obeying ya, but who no mako Japan, no mako seno.
Do you say now for some to mako say?
I say the Europa League agent there, or no ni share there. Muwana, I go to the Yensasun Chapoins and then draw. So much anwa, a BNE. Until baby, you know, hey, like, who's a dream for us? How over? Because Okotokoso the 4th game. But also Okotokoso call Pandu. Until the Kaino, Kotokoso, Omunchi, Musa, and today, young Modo, Kotokoso, I shall more draw and then begin see a weekend. It's a it leaves us analysts in a very tight corner. Form analysis or not. All the form analysis no, but they go and stand on the pitch. No, they disgrace you with their friendship. And the end but on paper, based on Dean's form recently and the number of points that Omar accumulated in their recent games, you know, a big game. Tuba say a friend is saying Ghost as a cohon no, but some make no. I don't be a team to me no. The midfielders will be on lose you.
To draw.
Obi lose.
Dreams.
Obi lose match.
Gold Stars draw.
And to draw. Sana be see.
Samates Accra Lions.
Samates at home. No more form nenye, but they won their last one at home because no more Kobe 6 games at home and no more win. But they won their last one at home. Lions are not playing very well. Tienko for wins for Samates.
Young Apostles.
I'm saying when you the
Okoha ready.
A commonly you know. Boys no. I'm saying they are playing for contract.
Okay.
Mama say oh dear you could do
ha nye you kura na yemo na team bi abeto
you know. Uko wenchu omoha agene tiengo for Young Apostles to win by 1-0.
Baseke Holy Stars begum Chelsea.
Omo form nenye. Baseke bobe 7 or so matches without a win
o. Home. Now, home and away.
Home and away now. What about say 8 or so? I win any game, but I join a young call, and Tigasali is under pressure. I think but playing against Chelsea, you know, Chelsea are stubborn side. Women boy, home. Teams no matter what you know. Chelsea can home be.
Adriana Vision.
Now no, some of the phone could swing tema. Omoni Vision, almost bibia sa near the omo. But in say, we don't team from Koyano, Diana Ondoma, and Tiango for Diana to win against Vision FC.
Cinema Diama.
These are games that it will be competitive. So, because has wants to bounce back.
I may announce a line in Trebefa course, 0322 401 0322 494 771. Befa course kaka.
Haas wants to bounce back. Mediama are now pushing to be a league contenders based on recent results of Munya. Some China 5-1 there last year now. So Makai, but it has formed recently no. Jibu match no and in the drama menu bianwa.
Kotoko Heart of Lions.
Draw. What do you mean? The bien draw.
Kotoko Heart of Lions.
Draw. Kotoko Ntumko Share Lions or Pando draw.
Young
Lions. Or Kwawia. The difficult game no. But now for swa.
But maybe this season na Kotoko win away games 3.
3 yes.
And I do win kasi nation 4.
Has a win 4. And she say win 6.
Young Line so na yin komo. Mudi baby agasa final do asma to aso.
Give me the Omega Kusu.
Omega etio.
You get supporters na we can say sabe match ya kwa football. Match ni mo di si me ha table. It pa bomb players ni permission na e be no etimanya we no. Obi an permission. Obi an sorry. The match we require the more teams to me ha table. Ya papa bo party machine permission ni say o tinanya na me Midfielder na je pension ni ba. You ga keep you. That's it.
Omega, yeah, that's it. Yeah, to us. Hello. Yes, sir.
I want to Solomon here.
Solo Yanko.
Yanko. I'm from to say watch Mango Bejano. Mamma Mo never Japoning in Abaso. Now, Kotoko supporters, one person Yanko Pony, Kotoko team, Animation Beam from Kudu, Kando, Yamiaduma, Chamachin Beam. Now, your bomb person Yamiaduma, Chamachin, Kotoko, sitting of Farin. Tepadu about what they far win against Kotokwa. You never say G League now. I think I made more China Europe when I told one and taking team no any team in Iran. I told him one of the supporters, you know, Yenin Yamuchina, Nanaman Konkamako team no, Medase.
Yedasi Solo Yantoasu, Udi Baby Agazafinado Asma Toasu.
Oh,
yes, sir. Nana Yanko Atunsu.
Who are you?
Nana Poku Pankrono. Medma. Hey, me amenya na bogu na na mton ka che. So say na say what time for me re here few.
Why go to me say do? So we just do.
Ampo pam. Yanko nana.
Oh, what you?
Nano.
I was telling you na coming to the house and say I'm good man. Now so you finish the Mokayana. The best person I want to to see. But say tempa against Lions. They have quite a we have to matter but we clear because every could have been born who don't go to the then boy of next say fast when one pie na could no next say I'm going to say boy no we don't know we have but and let's say too much I'm not but go slow with you Poku any other no if you focus well and trust them I can be as inside the job here and make massive but me that
okay nana yedasi yantoaso udi baby akaze finado asma toaso. Hello.
Hello, Jibo. Good morning. Let us say.
Boko.
Ya bomba basi mata na mimi ndani pamoja mai na yachia kotokofu achiefu nyina.
Eba to wan ni.
Me kasa free airport about.
TV so bele ni.
Na kotokofu empeni for say the from match no munyi mai ya kuma so ade. So dia fie bet ma league ni TV ni match ya me gidi say league bet ma fa. Nti me chiro bibia me chiro ma mutuma bele nyina TV so bele chiro bibia me chiro the
TV so bele.
Udi
baby akaze finado asma toaso.
Hello Jibo.
Yes sir. I think conversation to you biemo. Hey, Alejo.
Who na ba wa bi la ne fere santama. Ni kan ni bi ga. So what can say no bi obi kan na de mo an kan de.
Yen toaso.
Obi nothing ni ka an American de me kan say. How the folk. Oh, gele de bona mo we free. How the folk continue mo ball na. Park o mo en jana park papa go mo. After me tino, which are in the recruit no. Oh, the more humble. Oh, but you are no also to mo. And you come to conference, that the more, and the more I hit mo ball. Almost on the play. You tell me no so. Oh, say me I don't know the ball. So they are there say I'm the sister, you are very complex. I will not do so best to do. You know me I do so for you.
Yedasi kakaka no bi so ababi. Udi baby akase finado asma toaso.
Hello.
Yes sir.
Good morning.
This
is the Atos one. Pastor of Akupemekase City South.
Udi ni say?
Atos one. Akupemekase City South.
South Central. Okay.
The one I gave them Papa Bona Betimano. Also yesterday in Kate. Yeah, new weekend.
Okay.
Now, yesterday, boy. Now, what can I do? Somebody, the best player in Ghana. One of the Africa, Ghana, uncle. When you go, Papa League will be anyone abroad here. So far, will be anyone, our Ghana. So put them on the abroad, do with them for special ball.
Okay.
And
all right, yeah, that's it. Yampa Bakum, you know, be nine source and Ashaba Timra. Samisi Venzia. Okay. anya yi ana ye Samiu beba cho nana mensen shira ene nana mensen shira woda
nana mensen shira is a stroke Cotonian and an another of this program
yensi ni hine wo boase ba wontimi nkwa wo boase
nkwa de a
wa abra on ka che nana mensen shira so ba
unya du boase
na dem de ka nana mensen shira bafo 2005
any ache
2005-2006 season no is it debut two coach afane season na year bay David Charles Taylor mo de na mo bo Africa bi na year bay for 4 minutes ago Charles Taylor de na year bay David de nye 2005 same Charles Taylor mo de no nana mensa wo so me fufuo ne abenkwan bi wo bo ase pa enye izo
nana mensa shira de unya du boase nkwan na friends na abade a what na no du kuma se kro ya action na
minim radio presenter
onim no
oboase waduru wa wonya nana mensa shira so fa so nana de wo ye nyina ye ni so
nana nyame shira o
o shirt no na oni se nana mensa me ware woni nana mensa shira me ware woni fie
oh okay o wife free
yes
na se wakonta no oh okay ana akonta
ai
o ye correct person mu
papa
bo o ha me
so o ha adwene
o ha me pa
o ha adwene
nyame ntunko no mo ahoden
enkwane ahoden ne hia nti obi sire enkwane ahoden ma wa esun bu che bibia tina mpanyifo so won kwa o ade ha nti
happy birthday
nyame eboa na adepa bi chiwa no wada nyame ase nyame medasi o so ama de pa che me nkwa no wonya
nya de ketwa
esun bu che bibia bafo ye di si ana yewiem yewie ochina live commentary from the League Centers on Oyerepa 100.7 Promise 102.7 I be ni nyina but ye difference ne say ye Oyerepa ne Promise and yes I will Promise TV and the Oyerepa TV nti ye ya da mu nyina say have a good weekend. Shabati up next. You be share nyame yaduma ejuada ebiem. Edamase.